Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Jaitra, you're audible. I'm audible, right? Clearly
Yes, sir.
audible and audible? Yeah, great.
Yes, sir. So we will wait for a few minutes, then we can start the session. Yes.
Sure. Good evening, Princey. Good evening, Harpreet. Good evening, Ishtar. Thanks everyone for joining on time. We'll make sure it would be a worthful session. Post this. You will be happy with the result and you'll be at least clear कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है और जो भी करना है at the end वो कैसे, how should you be getting that? Yes. Manisha, are you there?
Manisha?
Anyways,
Yes, sir, you can tell me.
no, no. Just the students are waiting right for the session. Can we start off?
Yes, I think we are good to start.
Okay.
Manisha, can you please start the session?
Hello.
Yes, sir, she is joining, sir. Actually, her next up got hang and last one.
Uh, yeah. You have a match, Samyak. No worries, you can leave. I guess it would be uploaded on the EICASA channel also. Sorry, EICASA channel, EICASA Guwahati का channel जो है.
Yes, sir.
Just a quick question, everyone. Like, which type of crowd are we having today? Is it the CA intermediate cleared crowd who is looking for articleship majorly, or is it industrial training crowd? Maybe like 1 year of articleship is done and we are looking for industrial.
So most of the students are for like max 50% students are from CA final
Okay,
who
fine.
are currently doing their articleship and they want to go for the industrial training. And remaining crowd is of CA intermediate
Hmm.
who want to
50-50.
start their industrial in articleship journey.
Okay. ठीक है जी.
Yes.
It's on you, Naman. Like, I feel any knowledge is extra knowledge for you, right? So in future, it would be relevant for you So if you want to attend it today, you can, or else you can focus on the studies, clear the group 2, and such type of sessions would be continuing to happen. You can join it later.
Manisha, I think we can start the session.
Yes, we can. Am I audible?
Manisha. Yes, you are
Am
audible.
I... Okay, my camera is not working. I don't know why. I've been trying
worries.
since 5 minutes.
Okay, I think you can start the session.
Oh, okay, then let's start the session. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, namaste, everyone, to one and all present here. Today, we are here to talk about the most trending topic, इंडस्ट्रियल करे या आर्टिकलशिप में ही रहे या फिर क्या सही होगा हमारे लिए। और उससे उस सेशन को लेने के लिए हमारे साथ है सीए पदम भंसाली। आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ अस नो हिम। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सेशन को इनॉग्रेट करने के लिए मैं हमारे आईकासा चेयरमैन सीए विकास चौधरी को वेलकम करना चाहूंगी। विकास भैया, आर यू देयर?
Hello everyone.
हेलो भैया।
Hello, sir.
Hello sir.
Hello.
Hello. Am I audible?
हाँ
Yes, sir.
हाँ भैया।
Yes, yes.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
नहीं
भैया, you are audible.
Okay. Shall I start?
Yes, yes, go.
Yes, yes, please.
First of all, a very good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the inaugural session of our online webinar series, the very first episode of E-Gurukul.
गैलरी में देखा है.
At the outset, I would like to sincerely thank all the CASA branches who have collaborated with us for today's session. Your support has made this vision come alive, and we are truly grateful for this collective efforts. Today's topic, industrial training versus articleship, what's best for you, addresses a crucial training point in every CA student's journey. Through this session, we aim to help students make informed and confident decisions about your career path. We are honored to have CA Padam Bhansali as our esteemed speaker for this session. With that, I am delighted to officially launch E-Gurukul, where theory meets the real world, an initiative by the Guwahati branch of EICASA. This series is our humble effort to bridge the gap between academic learning and practical applications. Sessions will be held on every second and fourth Saturday, and we are open to CA students from all across India and even beyond. From sessions on financials, awareness, communication and interview skills to technical training and tools like Excel, Tally, Power, BI and more, E-Gurukul will focus on holistic skill development, preparing students not just for exams but for life after CA. I would specially thank our CASA branches Indore, Surat, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, Trichy, Agra, Vadodara, Dhanbad, Ranchi, Raigarh, Thane, Bikaner, Kota, Bhilai, Pune, Ludhiana, Gandhidham, Mangalore, Bilaspur and Ghaziabad for their effective support. Wishing everyone an enriching and interactive session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikas sir, for your wonderful words. And Thank you for encouraging our students, our participants.
Thank you, Manisha. And thank you, Padam Bhansali sir, for your efforts for taking out the time
Thank you so much,
for
sir.
all the students. It really means a lot.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, let's move further then. So I'll give a brief intro about our speaker, CA Padam Bhansali, sir, who is a passionate mentor and the visionary of the founder of My Students Club, India's leading job portal designed specially for CA students who are supposed to go for either articleship or job or even industrial training. Having been through the CA journey himself, Padam sir deeply understands the challenges students face in finding the right articleship, industrial training, and also job opportunities. His platform, My Student Club, has empowered thousands of students to secure roles at Big Four, Fortune 500 companies, and MNCs, and also the high growth startups, not just through job listing, but also through personal mentorship, placement readiness programs, and structured career support. Before founding My Student Club, Padam sir gained corporate experience at Flipkart, which gives his guidance a practical, real world edge that resonates with today's CA aspirants. Known for his approachable style, honest insights, and commitment to student success, he has become a trusted voice for CA students across the country. So today we are really honored to have you, CA Padam Bhansali sir. So without further delay, I would like to introduce my super supportive ICASA team, Jaitra Parik, the Vice Chairman. Jaitra, say hi.
Everyone. Hello, everyone.
Vibha Jain,
Hello, sir.
Vibha Jain, ICASA Secretary.
Hello everyone.
Gunjana Gujrani, ICASA Treasurer.
Hello.
Khushbu Tiwari, Cultural Coordinator.
Hello everyone.
And Mudit Surana, Sports Coordinator.
Hello, everyone.
And a big shout out to the CASA representatives of Indore, Surat, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, Trichy, Agra, Vadodara, Dhanbad, Ranchi, Raigarh, Thane, Bikaner, Kota, Bhilai, Pune, Ludhiana, Gandhidham, Mangalore, Bilaspur, and Ghaziabad. Thank you so much for collaborating with us and making this event to a success one. And finally, a huge shout out to all the students from across India for joining in and giving us your Sunday evening. We are truly grateful to each one of you. So now, without further any delay, Padam sir, I'm handing it over to you.
Thanks a lot, Manisha, for such a wholesome welcome. I'm really grateful. Thank you, Vikas sir. Thank you, Manisha, and thank you the entire ICASA team and all the CASAs who have made this event possible. And thank you all the students who have been on time. So let's not waste much time and let's straight away go to the session as you have been waiting for long. So everyone, I'm clearly audible and visible to you.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So the first question we had was which type of crowd are we having? Is it for articleship seekers or is it for industrial training seekers? So there were some who are seeking for articleship also. So just to give them a very basic idea, post CA intermediate, you have to do 2 years of articleship. 1 year should be under a CA firm, 1 year can be under a corporate. Either you can serve 2 years under a CA firm, and after completing articleship, from then you can, I'll be muting everyone just for convenience.
वैसे तो जाऊंगा, अगर 10 मिनट में नहीं रुकी तो जाके आऊंगा चाटा लेके.
Perfect. Okay. So yes, everyone, we were on articleship. So articleship is basically the 2 years of articleship you have to serve before your CA finals, and post that you have 6 months of gap for your CA finals, study leaves, and then you can attempt your CA finals. 2 years is compulsory. This is like an internship you're doing under a CA firm. 1 year can be done under a CA firm, a practicing CA basically, and 1 year can be done under a CA in a corporate, that is called as industrial training. What's the primary difference, sir? The difference is in articleship, you will be doing the traditional roles for which CAs are made, like statutory audit, internal audit, taxation, direct, indirect taxation, project finance also sometimes. And then if you move on to industrial training, you will be doing work wherein you're handling the finance of a company. We'll be covering all of that. So which path should you go for? A simple one-line answer would be, I would be more biased towards industrial training, but if you're looking for opening a practice post-qualification, then continue your articleship. If you're confused, or if you are sure कि मुझे post-qualification job करनी है, not in a big four, but in a traditional field, in non-traditional field of finances, investment banking, consulting, strategic roles, then you can go for industrial training. Very simple answer would be that. Why? Because see, you are going to make a story for yourself. When you are selling, when you'll be sitting in an interview, the person has only one reference document to evaluate you. That would be your CV. In CV, the number of brands which you have, that would decide whether you are going to get your dream job or not. So how to decide, sir, whether to go for, whether to open a practice, whether to go for a big four for a job, or whether to go for the non-traditional roles. So there are multiple domains available. If we talk about articleship, every domain has its name. Like statutory audit. Statutory audit matlab statutory compliance kar rahe ho to, just to ensure the compliance mandated by the government. You're verifying the financials of a company and you're getting paid for that. You're a CA who is verifying the audited, you're verifying the financial statements, auditing it and signing it, right? Then there is internal audit, wherein you're internally evaluating the process. Auditing, but internally, you're evaluating the processes of a company. Then you come to taxation, you have direct taxation, you have indirect taxation. Direct taxation is basically your income tax, wherein you have multiple roles again, transfer pricing, international taxation, litigation, advisory. What do you do there? You will be filing the returns of people, companies, you will be handling litigations, cases, notices, drafting replies to them. That would be majorly on direct taxation. Again, international taxation would be when you're doing it for the foreign companies part or foreign transactions part, right? Then if you move to indirect taxation, again, GST returns and everything. Then you, okay, so then we have the project finance part. Project finance, wherein you're helping the company make futuristic financial statements and helping them get loans, get funding basically, get loans for their financials, get loan for the company and that way. When you get on to industrial training, these are the clear roles which CAs do. What the career path ahead for you will be, either you can open up your practice, you can charge your clients and earn money, or you can get on to a big four or a top companies there or top firms there basically and build your career from start. Initially, as a CA, you will be paid 12 LPA of salary. Over the year, 15 years down the line, you will grow and become the partner of that big four, and you will be getting a CR of salary, 1 CR, 1.5 CR. So that's the career path basically. So articleship, abhi, if you are finding where you should be going for, again one-liner answer, you should be going for big four. Why? Because 1 year to articleship sabko karni hai. 1 year kahan pe karoge? That is again depends on your brand. Like if I give you 2 CVs, one that is articleship from a firm you recognize, one that is articleship from some Chaudhary Charan Singh firm, right? And then it would be very easy to guess कि किसको job मिलने वाली, right? जैसे सर्फ एक्सेल रख दिया आपके सामने और रिन में भी निर्मा रख दिया. तो it's the experience, it's the usage, it's the value they comment, the price tag, everything comes down to that, right? Big four मिलना इतना difficult नहीं है. When you will be finding people's profile on LinkedIn, you will be seeing कि multiple attempts वालों को भी big four मिली है. आपको ये भी मिलेगा कि जिनके it's not necessary first attempt में होना चाहिए. It's not necessary कि आपके scores हाई होने चाहिए. It's never on that. It's all on your references. कैसे? Okay, sorry, yeah, Natarajan. So how you will be getting those references, we will be covering it again. So articleship ho ya industrial training ho, whichever path you decide, the path to getting it is basically only 3 steps. You have to make a perfect CV, you have to apply the right way, and you have to crack the interviews, right? This 3-step is not just for articleship, not just for industrial training, not just for any particular role or assignment. Even if you do business, you can use these tricks which I will be sharing here. And even if you do for job, post-qualification as a CA, as an experienced CA, CMA, CFA, CS, any person you are, These three steps are the permanent thing, which you should be knowing. Chalo, I'll straight away share my screen. Hope my screen is visible. Achha, now you can't unmute. Yes, it's visible. Perfect. Chalo, I'll show you two resumes. Achha, I should have hidden the name and number. Anyways, so these are two resumes. Articleship आपने कर ली, 1 साल की articleship you do from whichever firm you want to. Then you move on to industrial training. In industrial training, what you will be doing is you will be moving to a company. Articleship में you will be earning 4,000 rupees of stipend, 8,000, and maximum 15,000 if you get into Big Four. And if you get on to industrial training, you will be earning like monthly 50,000, 60, 70,000 and all. Sir, I am from a very small size firm. I did not have much of exposure, and still can I get into industrial training? Yes, you can get into. Last week, okay, one thing you should know about me, like Manisha mentioned, I have placed thousands of students for industrial training, so I have a bit of knowledge. I have a knowledge on how things are working around industry, how things are working, how to get a job, right? So, कैसे करना है? अब उसमें 50, 60, 70,000 I said. Amazon is a company which pays 70,000 of stipend. In just last week, we had 7 students of mine who got selected into Amazon. And all 7 of them, none of them were from Big Four. Okay, none of them were from Big Four. Maybe 1 or 2 were from Big Six. Rest everyone were from small size firm. One was from Bihar, very small size firm with very basic exposure, but she made it to Amazon. So it's more than possible, whether or not you're from Big Four. But if you have an option to start now, then probably you should be starting with Big Four, because ultimately experience कहीं भी जाओगे इतना concise ही रहेगा. If anyone is saying you कि I'll give you overall exposure for all the domains in CA practice, then he's lying to you basically. Why? Because you're going to serve for a period of 1 year. CA firms are not educational institutions. They are not going to rotate you every 2 months, every 1 month to a different role, because 1 महीना सीखने में लग जाएगा. तो तुम्हें सिखाने के लिए वो बैठे नहीं है. They would be expecting something out of you, right? So they will be saying कि yes, 12 months this particular role, or max to max 6 months one role, 6 months 2 roles, second role, right? So what you should be doing now, if you're thinking of industrial training, or if you're thinking of articleship, get onto maybe this website wherein you can go to mystudentclub.com. You can open up the resources section here. I guess, okay, my system would hang when I'm on meeting. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Here, if you go on to the menu section, okay, close this off. Anyways, when you will be going on to the menu section, you'll be finding a resources wala option. वहाँ पे if you go on to resources, so you'll be finding कि CA industrial training के resources, articleship के resources are uploaded there. You'll be finding which kind of CV templates are there, and you can use that template to make your CV. What should be covered in a CV? Let's get on to that first. So ये CV है जैसे. अब ये CV में I'll okay. Like this is the name. First thing is name. Then there is address. Then there is mobile number. Then there is email ID. Your LinkedIn ID. Okay. Suppose you have your name here. Okay. That's okay. अब मुझे ये नहीं जानना कि you stay in Puducherry basically. I don't want to know that. When you should be mentioning your location, when it is in a city where you want your job to be. Right? If you're applying for industrial training and you want कि मुझे Bangalore से हूँ, I need a job in Bangalore itself, then mention Bangalore. That would be better impression for your interview. Right? But if you're mentioning Puducherry, then the question comes in the mind of interviewer whether he will be able to relocate or not. Right? So better not mention, or if you mention, don't mention the full address. No one wants to know that. Just Puducherry is enough. And even Puducherry, agar hai, ya any tier 3 city, tier 2 city it is, then don't mention it. That would be better. If you get on to the alignment part again, कि यहाँ पे mail ID you have mentioned. Mail ID mention icon you have mentioned, and you have written https www.harini.hs. Okay. Email ID में कभी www होता है नहीं, removed. ठीक है. Align it properly. Next to icon it should be like this. This should be just next to each other. Every minor detail, every minor adjustment which you will be making, that would make you a lot better product final product जो रहेगा ना, that would be very different, right? Then you have your LinkedIn ID. अब ये LinkedIn पे आपने क्या किया है? This is your URL A03416204. Why should it be that? You can simply go on to linkedin.com. Perfect. Yes. So here we were on My Student Club, is that working? Yes. Here you can get on to resources and you can click on CA Industrial Training Resources, and that would open up the templates and everything. Then if you go here on LinkedIn, you can simply go down to your profile. Bit of network error. I'm sorry for that. Okay. By the time that opens up, you can get onto your profile. You will see a settings icon. Udhar jana. There will be an edit URL option, and edit your URL to something easy to read. Basically, just Harini Selvam. No need of this thing. This will be removed completely, right? Then you have your professional qualifications, academic qualifications. Professional qualifications and academic qualifications you can merge. You can just write your education details here, right? You can mention ki, what would be the first thing visible to the interviewer. She has given her foundation in 2017, intermediate group 2 in 2024. This is a dummy CV, don't worry. But ऐसा ही एक case था, wherein what happened was this CV came on to me. She became my student. We ran a batch and she became my student, and we evaluated her CV. I gave her a feedback to what to do and what not to do. Then we made a different CV altogether. What we did, we removed the year section altogether here. Okay. What happens? Because यहाँ पे 7 साल is a very high period. Basically, you took 14 attempts, and after 14 attempts, interviewer would be dicey to select you, right? So why, if you have more than maybe 5 years gap, then it's better to remove the year altogether. If they are asking, it's well and good. If they are not asking, you have won the battle, right? Okay. We removed it, and finally she got into a company which pays like 40,000 of stipend, and this leading e-commerce company. So yeah, that was it. Then you have your institution, you have the marks section, you have the remarks section. With the marks, many times you have unit 2D something, right? Mention mat karo. Just mention your percentage. Why you have to show extra information which showcases some negative thing? Right? Remove that. Go down to remarks. Remarks may you have exemption in financial and strategic management, exemption in law, first attempt, passed with distinction. All these things you can mention. Then you get on to work experience. Work experience, what you have to do is you have to mention your firm name. If you're searching for articleship, you may not be having some work experience, but try mentioning maybe something about your self-employed business, maybe your father's business, maybe something of startup which you have made. You can start an Instagram page. You can show some kind of internships or something if you have it. Even if you don't, then just mention a plain CV with your academics, with your skills, extracurriculars, and everything. If you get on to work experience where you have mentioned this firm name, you have mentioned November 23 to present, you have mentioned July 22 to December 22. What happened here again? She worked from July to December 2022 somewhere. Then she has a gap of 9 months, and then she went on for a different firm, right? That's difficult. Well, again, that is a negative image. What we did? Instead of the period, we just mentioned ki chalo 6 months mein. This internship we did in 6 months. This worked for her. Not necessary, you should be doing this. Then you have filed return for around 50 individuals, tax audit, audited companies with turnover of 50 crores, all types of return filing, Auroville Foundation. Okay. Why? Basically, why just one lines? Why if I return of 50 individuals and everything? It would be better. What could you have done? You could have done simply, you could have selected this text. You could have gone to ChatGPT and you could have asked, hey ChatGPT, can you just redraft this thing for me? Where I was saying about LinkedIn URL, right? Here you can see public profile and URL. You can simply click edit and that would get edited. Here you can go, you can just redraft my workex for resume. What it would do, it would use action works for you, and that way it would. Okay, explore. Anyways, so you will be getting a lot better sentence framing because it's okay. Like difference you can see. Filed return for around 50 individuals. What here? Managed income tax compliance for multiple clients, ensuring accurate and timely filing of income tax returns for individuals, partners, and corporate entities. Right? So the same thing you have written in 2 different sentences, and that gives a whole lot of meaning, right? So you should be doing that. Then you have next section to your CV, technical skills, other skills, extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities may you can see, you can mention your first attempt thing either in your remarks or in your achievements again, right? You can mention the exemptions in your achievements. You can mention anything which you have done. If you were a class leader, if you won some cricket competition, if you were the man of the match in a game, you can mention. Just recall all the events in your life, give it to ChatGPT, and it will frame it for you. Just ensure ki alignment sab sahi ho. Just ensure you're covering the important sections: academics, work experience, extracurriculars, technical skills, and ensure that it is a 1-page CV. You're a fresher, you cannot be having 2 pages of CV, right? No one is interested to read that much, right? Then you can just see here, you will be finding key alignment has changed a lot for her. Then if you see, she has done this again. Like if you see here, you will be finding कि ये जो इसने align किया था, exemption maybe, okay, this was the correct alignment CV. Previously you will be finding कि boss इसका कुछ center में align है, कुछ left में align है, कुछ right में align है, right? So post that we made left and right alignment correct, and that way it should be visually good. Why I'm saying all this is, suppose I did my industrial training from Flipkart, right? So when I release a vacancy, I'll be getting like 1600 applications in my vacancy. Out of 1600 applications, I would never get to see Harini's CV. Why? Because maybe I would be opening it, but not more than 5 seconds I would be seeing it. If I see a CV like this, I'll be selecting Control W and closing that CV. But when you move on to CVs like this, and not even CVs like this, there are a lot better CVs I can show you. And those CVs, at least I'll be giving time to evaluate. But these kind of CVs, I will just straight away reject it, right? And that would be in the mind of interviewer also. So make a perfect CV, get it reviewed by as many people as possible, ensure it is 1-pager. In the resources section, you'll be finding a checklist कि क्या-क्या होना चाहिए, 1-pager CV होना चाहिए, objective होना चाहिए, work experience होना चाहिए, alignment सही होनी चाहिए, resume में what all you should be mentioning, what are the keywords that can be mentioned, what can be the filler items and everything, right? So that way you can just make up your CV, a good CV. Once you're done with a good CV, you move on to the second step. You don't need to relook again at the first step, right? Sure. Okay. Let's see if everything is all right. Chalo, good. Then you come on the application part. Chalo, application mein there are multiple parts, I would say. Whiteboard if you can take. Sure, photos need templates दे दूंगा. You can just edit that templates and you can make a good CV. Okay, application. Application mein what's your ultimate aim? Your ultimate aim is that your CV gets opened by the hiring manager, right? If it is not getting opened, then ultimate tumne itna acha the CV, the perfect CV which you have made, if it's not getting opened by the hiring manager, all your efforts are wasted. When will a hiring manager open your CV? When he at least sees that CV in her mailbox, probably his or her friend or he or she receives on LinkedIn your CV. Maybe there are tons of ways, maybe hundreds of ways I would say, जिससे आपका CV hiring manager तक पहुंच सकता है. What are the different ways in that? First way is cold mail. What's cold mailing? If you get on to again mystudentclub.com, you'll be finding कि यहाँ पे you have all the email IDs of all the people who are looking for articleship, who are looking for industrial training. You can simply go here, you can click here, you will be finding ki chalo, apply now. So you will be finding the mail IDs of these person. You will be finding all the different things which are possible. If you get on to industrial training में आप गए, industrial training में जैसे Zepto है. अब Zepto में you have this thing. interested candidates can DM this girl. Then you have WPP Media. You can interested candidates may mail the resume to here, right? So you have all these email IDs. You can simply mail them. These are the normal vacancies that are coming on daily basis, right? You can mail them. You can try out your luck. When should you mail? Probably immediately after the vacancy comes up, or immediately nahi to next day morning 10 o'clock. You can schedule your mail and you can land this opportunity. Chalo. One thing was this, wherein you can just check up the portal and get updated. Then there are many WhatsApp groups where you can join, many Telegram groups where you can join and get information about all the vacancies. Then what you have to do is बहुत issue है यार, कोई नहीं. Chalo. Maybe mystudentklub.com you can see, and maybe all the WhatsApp groups you can join and stay updated with all the vacancies. Then you have next section, which is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you'll be finding 90% of the vacancies are coming on LinkedIn. How you should be applying for a vacancy is very simple. You need references. If you get into a reference, suppose my friend, I'm hiring for an industrial training in Flipkart. Suppose someone comes to me and says, Padam, hi, my brother or my friend is looking for industrial training. Can you please consider his CV? Such cases would be 10 with me. Like 10 of people will come to me and will say, "Yaar, mera ye dost hai, my friend is here, my sister is here. She wants to join as an industrial training. Can you consider her CV?" Second cases would be, जो मैंने vacancy release की, I got 1600 CVs. I will be getting that. Third cases would be, my manager got some CVs and she shortlisted them. Fourth case would be कि instead of mobile just mailing, you WhatsApp me, you maybe mailed me on my personal ID. There are a lot of different ways, right? The ultimate goal is your resume should be with the hiring manager. So various different ways, various different competitions. In the first way, you had 1600 people who were competing with you. In the second way, there were only 10 people who were competing with you. In the third way, where the manager got the CV and she got to evaluate, only one person you were who mailed her. So you have to find the right person to mail. How can you find the right person, sir? You can simply get on to, let's say, if you want to get into Flipkart sale. Okay. In the Flipkart search kiya aapne. Flipkart, you clicked. You went on to the people section. In school, you filtered Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Now you have all the CAs, all the CA industrial trainees who are working there. Probably, if you would have messaged them, they would be hiring for their replacement. You have a higher chance you can get selected. Very simple, right? If you would have messaged the manager, you would have been getting a higher chance than just a normal name. You should be trying out all your luck. And it's not just the case कि सिर्फ यहाँ पे होता है ऐसा. If you job section में जाते हो, why just industrial trainings? You can message their HR also. Chalo, let's see if I have some first connections here. Like, let's say I have Krishna Vamshi. Okay? He is working at Flipkart, this in Flipkart supply chain. If you get into the contact info section, you'll be finding his personal mail ID, right? Then this is possibility. Like if you know how to use the stuff, you will be getting it. Here now we have Vamshi again. So Vamshi ko mujhe message. Vamshi is suppose hiring for an industrial training. Why these profiles are coming here? More profiles for you. These are the friends of Vamshi, basically. Those log hai jo Vamshi ko jante hai, right? Who has seen Vamshi's profile, and so probably you can message them also. Maybe you are just trying out your luck. You're not losing anything, right? So you can message them. You can send a connection note to them, and that way you can do it, right? You can search for industrial training vacancies and you can apply. Ultimate goal: make the additional efforts. Like, कैसे बताए? Let's get on to mail.google. So, if you see a mail, एक मेल के अंदर भी कितनी डिफरेंट चीजें हो सकती है. Let's take that. You have to showcase additional efforts is ultimate goal. अब मैंने मेल किया. अब when I am mailing, I have a profile picture here. Let's say when you open your mail in a phone, compose the chart. This is the profile picture we are having, right? So why not include a profile picture? Let's see Satyam Arora ka mail hai. I hope you are doing well. I am writing to apply for the CA industrial training position at your organization. Please find attached my cover letter and resume for your kind consideration. I am currently pursuing my articleship at ENY in taxation, academic excellence, and then he has a signature wherein he has mentioned his mobile number, email ID, and also the LinkedIn ID. He has mentioned 2 attachments, not just 1 attachment, and that shows his efforts basically, right? So, and the subject line, how interesting did he keep it? Like, suppose you're looking for articleship, right? So what you can take application for articleship, immediate join. If you're looking for industrial training, application for industrial training, Big 4. Maybe you're from Big 4, then Big 4. Maybe if you're from you're a ranker, then probably all India rank, so and so. Maybe if you're an immediate joining, you can write immediate joining to practice. Every little thing would matter. That's the ultimate goal. Okay. Again, if I get onto the CV, here we have email ID. Harini ka email ID was Harini erhs94@gmail.com. Still better. Suppose the email ID was call me Padam. Suppose the email ID was wake up Padam, right? @gmail.com. Then these are not professional email IDs. So your email ID also should be professional basically. So if you get here Satyam Arora @EY36@gmail.com. Then he basically mentioned his eligibility date and everything. He attached 2 documents, and that way he improved his chances. He messaged me when I was not even hiring. Still, he tried out his luck whether CA Padam Bhansali could be hired. How easy the email ID was to guess. CA Padam Bhansali @gmail.com. I'll be getting tons of emails, but don't mail. I won't be able to help because I have existing students' commitments. I have to help them first. Perfect. Next, we have LinkedIn ka job section. If you get onto jobs, if you search on whichever job you want to, let's say industrial training mujhe chahiye, so just search industrial training here. If you're searching for articleship. अब जैसे you're searching for maybe Big 4 में articleship ढूंढ रहे हो ना सब लोग, try this thing and it would work for you. Basically, you can just search partner. ठीक है? Just message the topmost person whom at least for articleship this would work. Just message here partner है जैसे people section में जाओ, click people. In partner you searched, and then you can probably filter all filters. You can get onto school. In school you filtered Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, show results. In current company you filtered all the Big 4s, EY, and you got all the partners who are at EY, who are at Deloitte, who are at whichever location you want to, and whichever company you want to, and then you can filter out the location and ensure your CV is with every employee, every person who is working there basically, right? So that way, आपका second step पूरा हो जाएगा. Ultimately, there are many different ways I can say. Like you can mail, you can cold mail, you can LinkedIn, you can use Naukri.com, you can use IIM Jobs, but due to time constraint, we cannot be covering everything here. Instead, we have a structured course of 7 days altogether, wherein we teach all this. Then we have अपना next step would be interview, right? You made a perfect CV, you applied the right way, you got an interview call. In interviews, again, you'll be having multiple rounds there. Sure. Let's say you are giving an interview. अब interview में क्या होगा? First, you will be getting pre-screening call. First call you will be getting कि hi, X person, hi Padam, we saw your application, we really liked your resume. Tell me why you want to join this particular company. First question would be that. And first question is always, let's predict an interview, let's say first, okay? Interview mein, whenever you will be going, it would be a fixed structure. Pehla question would be, tell me about yourself. Fixed question, okay? Then you will go on to your resume related questions. Jitna aapne resume mein likha hai na, that's also one more reason why resume is really important. Like if you have mentioned on your resume, I have filed income tax return for 50 individuals. I have audited companies with turnover of around 50 crores, all types of return filing, notice handling. Then the questions would be coming. Like what are the different kind of income tax return forms which can be filed? What is form 3CA, 3CB? What is tax audit? What's the eligibility limit of tax audit? Basically everything which you have mentioned on your resume, you will be getting questions on that. If you have mentioned that I'm flexible and adaptable, they will be asking you what is the situation where you have done that. Many times what happens is people write an objective. Here there is an objective section. वहाँ पे they use jargons. मतलब उनको भी नहीं पता होता उस word की meaning, and they use that word, and then the interviewer asks कि इस word की meaning बता दो, and they fail to answer that. So we should not end up in that situation. You should be 100% aware of your CV. Anything that comes onto your CV is an interview question automatically. If you have mentioned कि you have done abacus, तो abacus के ऊपर question आएंगे. If you have mentioned reading spiritual and self-help books, question आएंगे कि what books have you read? You can use this tool again. You get onto my student club. You use AI interview bot. It's still in making, but the very basic version is ready. If you get onto here, you can upload your CV and you can select which type of company you want to interview at, and probably you can get some better idea of what kind of questions you can get. I guess this would be restricted for now. We have not released it for everyone, but yes, you can try out and you can send the feature suggestion and everything. So, tell me about yourself is done, resume related is done, then you move on to अपना interview चल रहा है, tell me about yourself, resume related, then you will have questions related to technicals. Resume related when I'm saying, तो work ex भी cover हो गया है, ठीक है? Work experience, whatever work you have done, that would be asked. Then there would be a bit of technical. What would be technical? Technical would be अब majorly, if I have to say, if you are looking for articleship, तो छोड़ ही दो, AS आएंगे बहुत basic से. Sure, AS अपना property, plant and equipment, intangible assets, what to capitalize, what not capitalize and all. But if you are looking for industrial training में you will be getting 115, 116, 109. ठीक है? इसके ऊपर practical case scenarios they can be asking, and like here they can ask 5-step revenue model. Here they can ask operating lease versus financial lease. Yeah, here they can ask financial instrument की classification, modification, accounting. ठीक है? Then you have अपना technical हो गया. Then you will be having some Excel related questions. कि what is VLOOKUP, what is XLOOKUP, what is HLOOKUP, what is index match, why these two are different, what can be some if, some product. Then you will be having a question on the JD. कि जो भी उन्होंने job description दिया है, if covering that, there will be many questions. Then there will be questions, job description as a, suppose you are hiring for FP&A domain. So they will be asking questions on कि FP&A में क्या होता है, what do you understand by FP&A, what do you understand by supply chain as a whole, right? So questions would be coming on that. Then if you move on to from JD, the next question that would be coming would be अपने technical Excel JD, do you have any questions for me? Basically, इसमें you can ask some questions to the interviewer. If you say no, it doesn't matter much, but you can ask some good questions. Okay, tell me about yourself, resume related, technical, Excel, JD. Do you have any questions for me? I feel I'm missing something here. Yeah. Why this company? Why Goldman Sachs? Why Flipkart? That would be coming. There you can answer it well. You get it. Ultimate interview depends not on your knowledge, but on your confidence. If you're confident, if you're smiling well, if you're making the interviewer feel comfortable, yes, this person can be hired, then probably you have made halfway there. Interview tak aana is the most difficult part, and if you have done that, then you have one half battle. चलो इंटरव्यू हो गया. इंटरव्यू के बाद इंटरव्यू ये वाला जो राउंड होएगा टेक्निकल राउंड, उससे 2 राउंड और होते हैं. एक होता है HR राउंड, where they will be asking you strength and weakness. They will be asking why this company again, and they will be asking you, tell me about yourself. Then there will be a pre-screening call. Before all this, a call would be coming in to you, where they will be asking you again, tell me about yourself, and then they will be asking why this company. If you fail to answer that, like I received a rejection from Goldman Sachs due to this, where I failed to answer it. Again, if you get a rejection, then it's not that you cannot apply again. Suppose you're looking for articleship, then you can apply using a different mail ID, different mobile number, and you get your chances. Right? Do that. Chalo. Now, ये चीजें अगर तुम follow करोगे, if you made your perfect CV, if you made your CV reach to the hiring manager, and once you get an interview call, you stay confident, you be prepared with the syllabus. Again, on the resources section, if you go, you'll be finding कि वहाँ पे syllabus भी uploaded है. Okay, I have closed it, but you'll be finding कि वहाँ पे syllabus भी uploaded है. Sorry. So syllabus में what all you have to cover, ITC, GST, and everything, we have covered that. Okay. How can you find it, sir? You can just search my student club. Here we'll be getting Google first. And here you can search my student club. CA industrial training. Okay, here you will be finding CA industrial training resources. You have the CV template 1, 2, 3, interview syllabus, industrial training, hiring companies, finance interview questions. चलो, let's get on to the hiring companies part. चलो, ये सब तो हमने decide कर लिया कि भाई अब articleship करनी है, industrial करनी है, कहाँ से करनी है, वो अब decide कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? So here what we have done is we have mentioned all the companies which hire for industrial training. ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? हाँ. So there are like thousands of companies names mentioned in the sheet with the location and with the stipend. You'll be finding कि Flipkart है तो 40,200 they pay stipend. HDFC Bank है they pay 30,000. The simple thing you can do is you can search for your location. You can filter if you don't want to move. You can filter your location. कि boss I want to serve in Pune only. All the companies you got in Pune. Now you have to ensure कि how you can apply here, right? So यहाँ पे आए तुम यहाँ पे you'll be finding if not more 1,400 companies. ठीक है, बहुत है तो इतने लोग भी नहीं हो आप 150 लोग हो, ठीक है? So what you should be doing, you should be filtering in your mind. चलो first let's cover domain, I would say. Okay, चलो नीचे आ जा. Domains. Why should you be doing industrial training? Suppose X person, Padam goes to interview, and Padam 1 goes to interview, Padam 2 goes to interview. Padam 1 in his CV has Flipkart, Padam 1 in his CV has a Big Four, Padam 1 in his CV he has done graduation from SRCC, Padam 1 has done his schooling from DPS, Padam 1 cleared in all the groups in first attempt. Everything is a point added basically, right? He has done CFA level 1. All the possibilities I am saying, okay? And then there is Padam 2 who has done his articleship from a very small size firm, who has just got work of vouching and has not got into listed clients and is going for interview. So these two candidates are your interviewees. Basically, you have to interview them. First one is fully confident. Second one is very low. Okay, you have made your decision already in your mind itself. Here, इस बंदे ने इतना सब किया है, इसको ले लेते, इतना confident रहता है, ले लेता है. दूसरे बंदे ने कुछ नहीं किया. Why be that second person? You have the choice, right? First person, if you are hiring for a company, basically, what you'll be seeing कि इसने तो सिर्फ CA firm की articleship की है. इसने क्या किया? इसने CA firm की articleship तो की है. इसने इसके साथ he has also done a Big Four company का experience भी है इसके पास, right? I hope. That's right. Okay. So we have company का experience भी है इसके पास, right? So what you have to do now is you have to figure out कि कौन सा candidate को select करोगे. He has worked in a company. He has worked only in a CA firm. He is well aware of what the culture in a company is, what the domains in a company are, and basic idea to है. It would be easy to teach him. So he will get hired. Suppose I am hiring for Amazon. If I have to hire someone, I'll be preferring some candidate who has done industrial from Flipkart, who has done industrial from Meesho, than someone from who has done articleship at X or Y firm. Right? Domains. Domains में क्या होता है? Domains में you'll be having multiple domains. Extremely so. Yeah. Domains के अंदर what domains would you be having? You'll be having, let's say, stat audit. These are the traditional ones. Okay? Internal audit, which we covered in the start of session. I won't go deep into this. Apna taxation. Okay? These are the three very core domains which you'll be having. Stat audit, internal audit, taxation. तीनों में your salary would roughly range around 10 to 30. Okay? As a fresher, if you get into the top company. And as you grow, 15 years down the line, you'll be having RCR. Okay? If you get onto corporate, let's get onto a company. What would be having? You'll be having yes. If you'll be having a company, in company you will be having multiple domains which you can do. Let's talk a bit more. Company is what? It's a artificial entity. It's not real. What it has to do is it has to continue living. How can it do? It has to earn profits. If it has to survive, how can it earn profits? It can either increase its revenue or it can either decrease its cost. So we have two segments in a company. One is the operating segment, one is the financial segment, basically the revenue segment, the cost segment. So financial segment में क्या होता है? What you are doing is you are saving cost. You are doing cost saving for them, right? How can you save cost? You have some financial constraints. Let's talk about Flipkart. Flipkart क्या है? E-commerce company. What it has to do? You have a seller, you have a customer. You have to deliver your order from seller to customer. You know? And what's the ultimate goal of this cost saving segment? That it gets delivered in the lowest possible cost. But what's the goal of this operating segment? It gets delivered at the fastest speed, at the best of customer experience. So at the best of customer experience, right? Let's say अब इसको deliver करना है order. So what would the operation team say? Operation team would say एक helicopter लो, seller कन्याकुमारी में है और customer कश्मीर में. Let's take a helicopter for one order and let's take this helicopter straightly here and let's deliver that order. The order is of a pen ka box. 100 rupees ka order hai. 10,000 lakh rupees you have spent on a delivery. That's the viewpoint of an operating person. If the company is left with only that operating person, what would happen is it would close down. पैसे ही नहीं बचेंगे. वो customer experience करेगा, but ultimately होना चाहिए कोई some person to review it who is reviewing whether all these operations are being carried out in the financials which are available, in the financial constraints which we are having, right? So let's get onto the cost saving part. What would be happening is, अब ये supplier से customer सीधा तो जाएगा नहीं. There would be multiple assets. There would be one truck which would be picking this asset, this order from the supplier and would be taking to a warehouse. Then from a warehouse it would go to a delivery hub, and from delivery hub it would go on to customer. ठीक है, इधर एक ट्रक है, इधर एक ट्रक है. Then there is a warehousing का cost, delivery hub का cost, delivery boy की salary, right? So there is a lot many expenses involved. What would happen is every particular asset, let's say, if we get down, let's say there are multiple assets in Flipkart. What would be happening? There is a truck cost involved. Let's say that department is named truck. Then there is warehouse. Then there is delivery boy. Okay. Okay. What would happen is there would be a finance team who is sitting for here, and there would be operations team who would be sitting for here. Operations team would ensure these operations are ran smoothly. Finance team would ensure these operations are ran within the cost constraint which is given. Okay. Cost constraints which are given. What would be the cost constraints given to them? Basically, एक है CFO अपने पास. CFO का अल्टीमेट टारगेट क्या है? कॉस्ट कम करना है अपने को. ठीक है, अब कॉस्ट कैसे कम करेगा वो? How will he reduce the cost? He will have a team which is called as FP&A team. What would this FP&A team do? It would look over all these finance functions. ठीक है, it would give them targets. It would give them target. Finance team of truck, you have a target कि this year you should be spending only 100 CR. This year warehouse, last year you have spent 120. This year we need 10% reduction from you, and this year you will be spending only 108 CR, right? So FP&A team is budgeting. What is FP&A? FP&A is financial planning and analysis. Basically, it's planning. It is giving a budget to everyone and then analyzing. He was 120. इसको 100 का target दिया था. This month he has delivered 80. How did he over deliver? Were the targets very less? Or if he has delivered 120 again, then why wasn't he able to deliver? Questioning them. So it's to review all the finance teams, and what finance team would be doing is individual teams operations of finance. Let's say warehouse. What would be the primary cost involved for a warehouse? The manpower. So if we are thinking कि इस महीने 30,000 manpower is on ground and we are paying every person 25,000, then we'll be making the calculation कि यार इतना cost तो आ जाएगा. अब इतना cost आ जाएगा तो our targets would not be met. So we have to de-hire the people. This is what finance team would be doing. What operations team would be giving? These many number of orders will be getting. These much number of manpower will be requiring, and that way we'll be. I'm taking it quick, but this is the major gist of it. Okay. Sure. Then we have what are all the domains available? As we said, finance team hai. Right? You got a basic idea that finance karta hai. Individual asset pe look karta hai. What is FP&A? Looking over broadly over all the finance teams. Then you have controllership. What controllership is doing? Controllership is ensuring that your accounting is done properly. Accounting entries pass kar raha hai, basically, in very simple terms. Then you have the taxation team. In taxation, again, as we said, there would be direct taxation, indirect taxation. And then there would be apna internal audit wala team. right? That would be evaluating the process within it. Other than these roles, what would be happening is you have investment banking, you have consulting roles. Investment banking क्या होता है? Everyone is dreaming कि मुझे investment banks में जाना है. What is investment banking per se? Investment banking is wherein you are managing funds for a large corporates, large groups, and you're investing basically into the end company. Every domain has its name. The name has its meaning basically, right? So investment banking is your investment. You're making investments. इसमें there are lot intricacies, but let's just get a general idea कि हम करने क्या वाले हैं. हम decision making कर रहे हैं. पैसा cost बचाने में नहीं है. पैसा would always be when you are helping the company earn revenue. What is consulting? First we can get into. Let's say BCG is there, Boston Consulting Group. What they are doing is they have a client Domino's. What Domino's is asking them is suppose Padam, suppose they come with BCG and they say, hey BCG, we want to set up 100 outlets in Ahmedabad and help us whether these locations are correct or not. In Ahmedabad, say Navranpura, CG Road, maybe just take random names. So what BCG would be doing is BCG would be evaluating these things. So these kind of questions would also come to you. Let's say Domino's come to you and ask you, boss, whether we should set up an outlet in Navranpura or not. How will you be answering it? You'll be saying a Domino's outlet would be covering a range of say 5 kilometers. You'll be taking any number, you'll be giving them a practical scenario to think. They just want to see how your thinking is going, right? So you'll be saying कि एक 5 किलोमीटर की range तक it would be covering. So you got your radius. Say you use the area formula, area of a circle. You said pi r square हो गया. Pi r square के हिसाब से this would be x area which the Domino's square will be able to serve. Out of this x area, the area per square feet, people per area square feet is 25. Like every square feet area में 25 लोग रह रहे हैं in Ahmedabad. Let's take that assumption. And you multiply both this and you get a number. This is the number of people whom Domino's will be targeting as a whole. Then you will be further degrading and you will be saying, boss, 60 plus wale खाएंगे नहीं. Out of this audience, let's say 10% people would be 60 plus. You will be saying less than 10 वाले भी नहीं खाएंगे. 30 to 40 वाले होंगे, वो अपने बच्चों के लेके जाएंगे उनको. 10 to 20 वाले. These people would be 30%. So let's take a safe assumption that 50% of this crowd will be catering. Let's say this is the frequency at which these people eat out. Take that percentage, multiply it, and get a number. So these are kind of roles wherein you are helping the customer make business. You are helping the client make business, right? So BCG क्या करेगी? It would help. It would solve a problem for the customer. It would help them make a better decision and help them earn revenue, right? So these are the roles in strategic part. Then you have equity research and investment banking. Why I say all this together is because ultimately you're investing. Why people want to get into roles like this? Investment banking हो गया, venture capitalist हो गया, PE हो गया, right? So in Flipkart particularly, there is a venture called Flipkart Ventures. What it does, it invests into promising startups. Okay? It invests into startups. Who will be investing into these startups? There would be chartered accountants, there would be IIM grads, there would be people who are well aware with the investments in it. Okay? So you have to make the decision whether PhonePe is a good acquisition or not. What would be happening then is कि तुम्हारा payment कैसे होगी? In all the other companies which we talked about, your pay was like 12 lakhs, 20 lakhs. In finance domain, if you go, maximum you can earn 20, 24 LPA. Okay? Your start would be good, but at the end, 15 years down the line, you'll be in the same terms as with Big Four. Only difference would be कि उधर work-life balance नहीं होगी Big Four में, यहाँ पे work-life balance is there, a bit at least, right? So Flipkart Ventures, you were into startups, you are investing into startups. What would be your pay? Decent if you get it from IIM, so probably your pay ranges from 45. Okay? But if what's the best part of these kind of roles? It's the variable. What happens is, let's say you invest into this startup. Future, अगर ये startup sold out हो जाता है, like Flipkart invested into PhonePe, and let's say it invested maybe say 500. Okay. 3 months down the line, Walmart acquired it, right? maybe for 700 crores. Okay? You made a profit of 200 crores for the company. Out of this 200 crores, the 20% of the profits would be distributed amongst the team. Basically, 40 crore rupees was distributed among the team of 5 people. So that's a huge amount. These variables are what makes a role into investments very good, right? The variables are really high. It's more than your salary portions. So that way, basically, if you get into these kind of roles, तुम्हें काम करने का इच्छा भी होगी. Like you all want to work. कि बॉस मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजंस ले रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ काम की चीज कर रहा हूँ, ऐसे नहीं एक्सेल चलाता रह रहा हूँ, कुछ ऑडिट में फाइनेंशियल रिव्यू कर रहा हूँ. इसके लिए सब लोग प्रेफर करते हैं कि लेट्स गेट ऑन टू इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग. बट इज इट रियल कि एज एन इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग यू कैन गेट इनटू इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक्स? नो. व्हाई? बिकॉज अभी तुम्हारे पास क्या है, यू आर जस्ट ए सीए और मे बी CFA level 1 level 2, but you can try out that. You can get into investment banks, Goldman Sachs and all these companies hire, but they would be hiring you for the controllership role, wherein they will be hiring you for the accountant role. Basically, तुम्हें accounting करने पड़ेगी of all these investments which you are making. But is it worth it? Yes, because you are making a story to sell. Suppose tomorrow you get into IIM, Blackie, कहीं भी जाते हो और वहां पे जाके you decide upon कि बॉस मुझे अपनी IIM में I enter into an IIM. Now I want to get into summer internship. अब summer internship मुझे BlackRock से लगती. Will it be good if I did my articleship from a CA firm, or will it be good if I did my industrial training from Goldman Sachs? Obviously Goldman Sachs, because they're selling a story कि yes, I have a basic idea of how investment banks operate. I have done controllership, but at least I have done controllership. You'll be every additional degree and every additional experience will just make you 1 degree hotter, right? So it would be easy to sell yourself, right? So how does the path looks right in investment banks? There is like back office, mid office, front office. यहाँ पे सारी deals हो रही है. You're making the deals, closing the deals with the clients. Here in mid office, you're making the financial models. Here in the back office, you're making accounting, right? काफी कुछ बोल देता हूँ. ठीक है, अकाउंटिंग हो गया, फाइनेंशियल मॉडल्स हो गया, डील्स हो गया. ठीक है, सो these are the roles. If you get into back office roles, जो अभी इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में जाओगे, you will have to serve like 5 years here. You will have to serve for mid office 5 years, and then you will have to move to front office 5 years down the line. So it would take you 15 years to get onto here, or 12 to 15 years is the normal timeline. And other than that, you can get into IIM, or फिर straight away you can get into it. How can you better your chances of getting into these firms? Again, you can move on to तुम्हारे पास बहुत सारे certifications है which you can add. You can get onto YouTube. You can search Parth Verma Valuation School, and you can get all these certifications from him. It's free. इसकी financial modeling वाली workshop is very free. Yes. Okay. चलो. Majorly this was it. Let's see the questions. As an industrial trainee, यार चलो, if I talk about my work at Flipkart when I was in Flipkart, so as I said, Flipkart is an e-commerce company. Okay, right? So you have warehouses. I was in the warehouse finance team basically. अब उस warehouse finance team में you will be thinking, let's imagine the scale of Flipkart. CA firm में हो, you will be dealing with lakhs. Flipkart delivers 40 lakh orders a day. Okay, 4 million orders a day. That comes down to like monthly 12 crore orders in a very normal month. Like it's the lowest month for them. If it is big billion days and everything, the order amount will be very crazy, right? 12 crore orders a month you have to deliver to the customer. All these orders are coming to these warehouses. How will it operate? Orders आ रहे हैं, orders को हमें आगे पहुंचाना है, right? So there would be lot of manpower involved, and all these orders are coming across pan-India warehouses, right? So you have to plan कि as an industrial trainee, you will be dealing with many stakeholders. One would be the planning team, which will be giving you the plan कि Padam इस warehouse में इस दिन को इतने order आने वाले हैं, ठीक है? Say Ahmedabad warehouse में 1 lakh orders would be touching on 1st of July from 1st to 7th. From 8th to 12th, 2 lakh orders would be touching, and 13th to 20, 50,000 orders would be touching. So there are a lot of variations. अब 1 lakh orders के हिसाब से you planned your manpower for the entire month, and when 50,000 orders came, you were not able to utilize the manpower to the fullest. You're paying them the salary, but you're not using them, right? So what you have to do, you have to spill some orders, right? So as an industrial trainee, my work was, as I proved myself, तो मुझे थोड़ा अच्छा काम मिल गया था, wherein we were all planning on how to ensure the delivery time is optimum, how to ensure the delivery cost is optimum, or how much of manpower to be deployed on ROM, what all initiatives you can take, whether it can be automation, whether we can remove manpower completely through automation, robotic warehouses set up हुए थे उधर. So there are lot many things which could have been done. Ultimate goal is cost constraint. अपने को cost manage करना है कि इतना cost हमें CFO ने दिया हुआ है, उस cost में हम operations run कर रहे हैं. How the growth would be when you are delivering extraordinary performance. Is it कि तुम सिर्फ financials देखोगे? Is it कि तुम सिर्फ Excel देखोगे? No. In most of the roles, yes, तुम you'll be more inclined towards कि कैसे operations को concise करे within a financial constraint. But in my role, it was more of कि on ground जाओ, how to ensure कि कैसे delivery optimum रह सके, how to ensure operations कभी बंद ना हो, how to tackle with all the stakeholders which we are having, how to deal with, like we got a chance to present to the CFO, I got a chance to present to the CFO. So I was very much happy with the industrial training experience, and more than that, you get to learn a lot. If you're moving to a different city, I got my best of friends there. We were 4 people who joined Flipkart at once from all different locations. We met at a hotel. So what happens in industrial training is when you'll be joining, you'll be getting the flights on them. You'll be getting an hotel on them altogether, right? So 15 days के लिए hotel मिली थी, उधर हम सब मिले. उसके बाद we all shifted to one room, 4 boys in one room, and we are enjoying all life. Like we covered the entire south. We were studying. Like Flipkart is the best of culture basically. What happened was, we used to go office even on Saturdays and Sundays. We used to go morning 8 o'clock, come night 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Why? Because the environment was so good. We were not working. We were not working all the time. We were working. We were completing our work, but हम studies भी वहीं पे कर रहे थे. हम लोगों के साथ enjoy भी कर रहे थे. वहीं पे खाना खा रहे हैं, वहीं पे सो रहे हैं. There was a sleeping room literally in Flipkart, right? And majority corporates ensure such kind of things. तो इंडस्ट्री करने का एक और क्वेरी बहुत आई थी, whether studies would get impacted. No, not at all. मतलब अगर तुम small size firm में हो, mid size firm में हो, even Saturdays are working for you. In industry, majority of the time Saturday, Sunday तो off ही रहेगा, and rest of the days also it will be very lenient as compared to articleship. Why? Let's say articleship है, you're working under a owner directly, right? तो वो तुम्हें पूरा निचोड़ देगा. But when you're saying you're working under an employee, so he also wants to leave early. He is also a person like you. So he has a family to take care. He will be leaving early, and ultimately तुम भी जल्दी छूट जाओगे. I don't remember the day when I worked on Saturday, maybe 1 or 2, very rarely. और Big 4 में तो तुम सबको हालत पता ही है, रात के 2-3 बजे तक भी काम करते हो. तो आर्टिकलशिप इंडस्ट्रियल नहीं लेके स्टडीज को मैं फोकस कर पाऊंगा ऐसा तो सोचना मत. That is the worst thought you can have. Relocating, you will be saving a lot of time because you won't be with your family. Family में काफी time spend हो जाता है. हाँ, majorly तो यही था guys. I think we have covered it. Again, I will be summarizing. 15 years down the line, Nishan, if you can survive in a Big 4, you will be having high money there. Very simple answer would be that. पर 15 साल वहाँ पे survive करना, partner बनना, also depends on your skills and everything. Summarizing it for you. अरे हाँ, one important question, कब industrial apply करना है? 3 महीने पहले of your eligibility. Why 3 months before? Because देखो maximum responses आएंगे कि when you become immediate joinee, but immediate joinee is basically the last month of your eligibility. But if you want to get into अपनी Goldman Sachs, top investment banks, they hire 3 months in advance. Sorry guys if I sounded a bit exhausted. मतलब आज हमारी office open थी. So I'm Padam. I did my industrial training from Flipkart. I built my student club just to help out students like you, because once I was confused and I thought why there is not someone who can guide me, and I felt कि चलो अब मैं ही वो someone बन जाता हूँ और guide कर देता हूँ लोगों को. तो if you see our this is our website wherein you can see our programs. Not exactly this, but here you will be finding कि इन सब students को हमने यहाँ लगाया हुआ है all these things. So we have helped like thousands of students in this. We are helping, we are still helping. And how do we help? Ultimate steps are CV preparation बनाना है तो CV preparation में हम help करते हैं. Apply करना है तो apply करने के लिए कौन कौन से तरीके हैं? Now I have said just 5 ways, but actually there are 50 different ways to apply. जैसे जितने कंपनीज की मैंने लिस्ट दी है उतनी कंपनीज की मेरे पास मेल आईडीज भी है, तो उस पर भी आप कॉल मेल कर सकते हो एंड यू कैन गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. देन यू कैन अप्लाई के बाद यू हैव टू क्रैक इंटरव्यूज. सो इंटरव्यूज में भी व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि तुम्हें कॉन्फिडेंस दिखाना है. सो अब उस इंटरव्यू में क्या होगा कि आई हैव ऑल माई स्टूडेंट्स देयर, आई नो कि कौन सा पर्सन कहाँ पे इंटरव्यू दे चुका है, तो आई कैन कनेक्ट यू विद देम एंड आई कैन हेल्प यू देयर, राइट. अब देन how do we help again is कि CV preparation में आपको templates दे दिए. I can just show you once. So it's ये सब जो कर रहे हो ना तुम, basically every additional step which you are taking, it would be very much worth it, I can say. अब जैसे there was one student of mine विराली करके, उसने अभी डॉशे बैंक ज्वाइन किया. So she got her first salary. 50,000 is the stipend, but as she got for 1.5 months, 2 months, it was like 80,000, right? अब 80,000 rupees एक बार अगर कोई मिडिल क्लास फैमिली की एक महीने की सैलरी अगर आ जाए तो they would be shocked, right? They would be tears in the eyes. मतलब बहुत सारे ऐसे moments आएंगे तुम्हारे पास, your first salary, when you will be gifting your family things, when you will be gifting your loved ones some gifts. So उसने क्या किया, उसने अपनी फर्स्ट सैलरी से सरप्राइज प्लान किया अपनी फैमिली के लिए. तो how happy the parents could be, right? When a girl child plans a surprise for them, takes them on a trip and gives them on an anniversary, right? So काफी कुछ हो सकता है. ये सब चीजें looks small, but these are the moments you're living for, basically, right? Yeah. Sure. So if you go on to here, you'll be finding हम industrial training जो है. Here there are like 7 days का course. अब जो तुम्हें templates का मैं बोल रहा था, so I'll be sharing some of the templates with you. इतने सारे templates है, CVT templates, ATS, cover letter, checklist, CV reviewer, personal CV review, company wise selected CV. Like if you see कौन सी company में कौन सा CV select हुआ था, we have made a compilation of it, so that way you can easily vouch for it. Yeah. ये सब resources I'll be sharing shortly with you all in the group itself, where EICASA का जो भी group है. Applying the right way में what can be all ways of application, what can be the templates which you have. Cold mailing की हमारे पास list है. अब तुम्हें जो list बताई, that was a different one. This list is like, it has all the mail IDs also. जिन company का नाम लिखा था वहाँ पे कौन कौन HR है उनकी mail ID डाली हुई है. What are the different WhatsApp groups you can join for industrial training. डोमेन्स के लिए हमने डोमेन वाइज कंपनी लिस्ट बनाई हुई है. देन वी हैव इंटरव्यूज. तो इंटरव्यूज के लिए हमने वी हैव मेड ए इंटरव्यू गाइड कि कौन सी कंपनी में कौन से क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं वो सब. ये सब तुम्हें mystudentclub.com में जाओ, रिसोर्सेज सेक्शन में भी मिल जाएगा. बाकी सम रिसोर्सेज आर पेड फॉर द बैच सर, जैसे ये ईमेल आईडीज एंड एवरीथिंग. we just want to make the process simpler for you. जो कंफ्यूजन हमें थे उन सब प्रॉब्लम्स को हमने सॉल्व करके we have made it easy for you. ऐसे different kind of resumes जो different kind of companies में select हुए, we have selected that, we have made it. 7 days, 14 hours, उतना हम बता सकते हैं industrial training के ऊपर. It takes 20 hours to explain industrial training in deep, but it was just 1 hour today for us. So I'll be concluding it here. We'll be taking up the Q&A session. Manisha,
Yes,
thanks for this opportunity, Manisha. This was really helpful for me. Exhausted वाली बात मैं भूल ही गया. So I sounded exhausted because आज Sunday था and it was working for us due to quarter closing. And I'm working at IOCL at PSU, state PSU, National Maharatna Company. And yeah, that way Sunday was working and I just arrived at 4 o'clock with 6. This came as unplanned actually. इसके लिए थोड़ा exhausted sound करूँगा, but yeah, rest we can take on all.
No, you were fine.
Questions now.
Like you explained everything very well, Padam.
Okay.
Okay, whoever have questions, please raise your hands. Akash have question.
No, I
Akash,
have to
please
unmute them,
unmute
right?
yourself. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, Akash. Just 1 second, Akash. Manisha, did we leave anything to cover? Like you made a really good summary to ensure that सब कुछ cover हो जाए. So,
No, everything was covered actually. Students still have
Okay.
doubts. Let's clear their doubts then.
okay. Yes, Akash. It rarely happens, Abhishek. जो work-life balance वाली thing है ना, rarely it happens because quarter closing था तो थोड़ा हम adjust कर लेते हैं. बाकी normal days पे तो 11 to 5 is the constant. हाँ, Anupam is there, right? Kushal, that would be difficult. I have an experience of stat. Akash is not unmuting. Shresht, you have a question?
Hello, Padam sir. Good evening, and
Hi,
thank you for
Shresh.
taking time out here. So basically, I cleared CA Inter recently, and I was getting articleship offer from Big Four in corporate and international taxation domain. Okay, and I wanted to switch to industrial training post 1 year, like and the roles you mentioned in finance, like FP&A, controllership, business finance, any role. But then my only concern was like, these companies take people from taxation domain because in tax as such we do not have as much exposure to financials as people from audit have, and also hands-on grip on Excel is quite missing because it's mostly like the research litigation work or the return filing work, although but you were getting a Big Four tax. So like I just wanted guidance from you regarding this, like what did your students from tax experience and Big Fours got
Oh,
into
sure, yeah,
industrial
Shresh. Nothing like that. It all depends on the interviewer, honestly. It all depends on the hiring manager, but it's never ki taxation. You're never concise to that domain. अभी भी अगर कर रहे हो या in future also if you're in taxation and then you want to move into finance, it's always possible. Just ensure your CV reaches out to that person or CV अच्छा बना हुआ हो. You present your tax experience in a good manner, and if you apply the right way, you'll get an opportunity. No matter, because I have students who are working in top companies, maybe 70,000 stipend value, having taxation experience, and also top investment banks, again taxation experience. So it's never a constraint on that.
Okay, so and just one more question I have. If like my firm is denying that, okay, what I heard from seniors or something, that they're reluctant to allow for industrial training given it's of 2 years. So what kind of strategy, or how to take transfer basically? Like should we tell that use some kind of excuse like medical excuse or some shifting kind of excuse, or should we tell the truth only that we want to go for industrial training? Like if they are not very much willing and the culture is like that they don't allow industrial training usually. So what's the approach to go about it?
Perfect. Huh. Okay. So the transfer, majority of you will be having question. So best persons would be EICASA people, but okay, I will be answering this. Transfer का क्या scene है? कि अगर तुम्हारी firm allow नहीं कर रही transfer, what you have to do is first thing, when you're figuring out for industrial training, चलो अभी मैंने सोच लिया कि मुझे industrial training करनी है. अब industrial training करने के बाद you have your firm in mind कि ये firm मुझे transfer देगी कि नहीं देगी, whether this firm will be giving me transfer or not. If you think it would not be giving me a transfer, say कि financial reasons or personal reasons, कि मैं sir, ma'am, I have personal reasons, I have my family problems, I have financial problems, and so I won't be able to continue my articleship here, and I'll be moving to hometown. Transfer law, get onto a dummy articleship, and continue, and then move to industrial training. Second option, अपना ट्रांसफर मांग लिया फिर मना कर दिया तो now you have an option कि either bring your parents and ask them for a transfer, maybe that would work. If that doesn't work, you have to fight, you have to take a stand. क्या लोगे stand? You can either mail the CCMs, many central council members from your region. You can mail them that this firm is not allowing me transfer, can you please help me out? They would be helping you. If they don't help, you have the option to either file form 120 or either still pressurize on your CA form. How will you pressurize? You can ask the clients कि clients को pressure बोल दिया. Like I had a student, उन्होंने ये सब किया था कि अपने client को ही बोल दिया कि ये मेरी firm वाले allow नहीं कर रहे industrial training. तो उस हिसाब से he got a transfer. Clients के बाद he brought some influential people like politicians and उस mayor and everyone, and उससे उसको ट्रांसफर हो गया. पुलिस कंप्लेन करनी पड़ी, वो भी कर सकते हैं. ये सब एक वे है. बाकी एक ICAI, when you become a chartered accountant, when you become a chartered accountant, you are liable for professional ethics, right? So professional ethics के अंदर there is a disciplinary committee which sits. तो तुम disciplinary directorate of ICAI में complain कर सकते हो कि this person is not allowing me industrial training, and it was agreed, if it was agreed basically, and he is doing professional misconduct, some kind of thing. Other than that, Form 120 is the only option, but I wouldn't suggest Form 120 because there are lot many glitches in that. Basically, Form 120 में क्या होगा? When you file Form 120, तो ICAI repeated 3 reminders भेजेगी अपने principal को, your principal, that please approve the form for Padam Bhansali to get into industrial training. अगर Padam ICAI first reminder पे नहीं किया, second reminder पे नहीं किया, third reminder पे नहीं किया, my principal ने approve, तो ICAI will take the decision and give you transfer. But the transfer date would be from the date you have filed Form 120. तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम ये हो जाएगी, तो तुम्हारे 3-4 महीने वेस्ट हो गए. Maybe you can take backdated articleship and everything, but it's a lot complex, I would say, right? Itna, but that's the ultimate option. Yes. Trish, do you have a question?
Sir, मेरा question है.
Yeah, just one more question I had, sir. Sorry to disturb. Secondly, like for the finance rules, like FP&A controllership or all of that, like is it better like if I do, in this 1 year of articleship, like CFA L1, or does that adds value, or that doesn't matter much?
Any extra degree would make you 1 degree hotter. So yes, you have to take any additional degree which you can. CFA level 1 कर लोगे to place you on higher edge as compared to other candidates. Yes. बस कर श्रेष्ठ. आकाश.
सर,
बोलो.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि सर क्या लोकेशन एंड डोमेन मैटर करता है इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में?
लोकेशन, हाँ यार, तुम्हारी लोकेशन मेंशन ही मत करो ना उधर.
सर एक्चुअली मैं इंदौर से
सर
एक्चुअली मैं इंदौर से हूं. मैं डिशो में करना चाहता हूँ आर्टिकल अपनी इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग. सो क्या इससे कोई फर्क पड़ेगा यार?
फर्क नहीं पड़ता ऐसा बोलूंगा, that would be wrong because they would be preferring the local candidates. तो always you have to ensure मत लिखो इंदौर, that would be single line answer, easy है.
ओके सर.
ये सब चीजें तुम्हारे हाथ में है भी नहीं, तुम इंदौर से अभी चेंज तो कर नहीं सकते, तो don't think of the negative and yes. Rest people at EICASA and people everywhere are a lot supportive, तो उनको भी reach out कर सकते हो.
Yes, you can reach out to us. We will always help you.
मनीषा, कुछ Q&A session with CASA people ऐसा कुछ करना था क्या? Like,
हाँ. CASA
first we have to do that or how shall we?
अभी सबने हैंड रेज कर दिया तो गए, कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा है.
ठीक है, चलो अपने हैंड रेज 10 people. ओके. सेकंड मुस्कान. अच्छा सॉरी, वेट, मुस्कान. कृष्णा फर्स्ट.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. First of all, sir, it's glad to know. I'm happy that you are helping many of the students in this field. And I have one doubt. Like, actually, I know the answer that my profile I have mentioned in the chat sections. I think you read it out.
What would you say?
So I have completed articleship and wanted to
Continue,
get a job. But I have missed the opportunity for industrial training. So is there any chance or is there any profile like this?
Not really. If you have completed your articleship, फिर तो तुम industrial नहीं कर सकते.
Okay. And nowadays, many of the companies and firms are preferring freshers for job. I have one opportunity in US accounting. It's a demanding course.
आवाज कट रही है कृष्णा. Is it only me or?
I think it's a network issue. I am repeating. it's a demanding course nowadays, US accounting. Should I go for it? Or can you suggest like
Lot फ्यूचर में यूएस अकाउंटिंग करनी हो तो you can go for that. If I have to suggest, I would suggest कि CFA level 1 कर लो if you want to get into finance domains. Other than that, अगर छोटे-छोटे कोर्स करना है तो financial modeling and valuation analyst का एक कोर्स है, wherein पार्थ वर्मा के free videos तुम देख सकते हो या फिर उसका सर्टिफिकेशन ले सकते हो. उसका equity research cohort आता है.
पार्थ वर्मा?
Yeah, पार्थ वर्मा valuation school.
Okay, sir. So it will definitely helping me out, and I will mention in resume.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mayank?
Good evening, sir.
Muskan, एक minute. Now, fine. You can continue your question.
Hello.
हाँ, Mayank, बोलो.
Good evening, sir. Sir, thank you for your valuable time. सर आपने बहुत अच्छा से सारे स्टूडेंट को बताया कि कैसे इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में जाना है. सर माई सेल्फ मयंक कुमार बंसल, वाइस चेयरमैन EICASA धनबाद ब्रांच. सर मेरे ब्रांच के स्टूडेंट से एक कॉमन क्वेश्चन आया है. सर वो क्वेश्चन है कि कैन एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज लाइक फाइनेंस कंपटीशन, लिंक्डइन कंटेंट क्रिएशन और पर्सनल प्रोजेक्ट स्ट्रेंथन स्टूडेंट प्रोफाइल व्हाइल अप्लाइंग फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग रूल्स?
यस यस यस, मतलब ये सब क्या होता है ना, तुम एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर भी चाहिए, तुम्हें सीवी 1 पेज तो रखना ही पड़ेगा. 1 पेज में यू कैन नॉट राइट फुल ऑफ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस. दिस काइंड ऑफ यू हैव टू प्रायोरिटाइज कि भाई मैंने लेमन स्पून रेस जीती, अब वो लिखने से कोई वैल्यू ऐड नहीं हो रही है. बट इफ यू हैव रिटन कि आई हैव वॉन फाइनेंस कॉम्पिटिशंस, केस हटॉन्स, हैकेथॉन्स में भी, हैकेथॉन्स अपनी फील्ड में नहीं आए पर केस कॉम्पिटिशंस काफी होते हैं केस लॉ रिलेटेड. आपने आईसीआई में न्यूज लेटर पब्लिश किया, पेपर प्रेजेंटेशन की, वॉलंटियरिंग की, जैसे तुम लोग सिकासा में हो, कमिटी मेंबर्स हो, वो ऑल दीज एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स विल ऐड अ लॉट ऑफ वैल्यू. इट विल नॉट शो कि यार ये बंदा काम नहीं कर रहा है, ये बंदा एक्स्ट्रा काम कर रहा है, ऐसे ही इंप्रेशन चाहता है. डोंट वरी विद दैट.
थैंक यू सर. वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर, वो मेरा पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है. सर ये अटेम्प्ट्स कितना मैटर करता है इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में?
इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग और सीए फ्रेशर में इफ आई से ब्लाइंडली कि अटेम्प्ट मैटर नहीं करता, दैट वुड बी रॉन्ग. बट माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस इतना मैटर नहीं करेगा. लॉन्गर पिक्चर में इतना मैटर नहीं करेगा, इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में भी मैटर नहीं करेगा. एज आई टोल्ड यू 14 अटेम्प्ट्स वाला सीवी, उसको भी फ्लिपकार्ट अगर मिल गई तो अटेम्प्ट्स इतना मैटर नहीं करेगा. इट्स ऑल ऑन योर अप्रोच, हाउ यू अप्लाई, हाउ यू प्रेजेंट योरसेल्फ इन एन इंटरव्यू. और इफ आई शेयर ए जर्नी अगेन, वी वर 4 फ्रेंड्स हु क्वालिफाइड एज ए सीए टुगेदर. अब 4 लोगों ने जब हमने सीए क्वालिफाई किया, वन ऑफ देम मी गॉट इनटू अ पीएसयू. I scored near about a rank, not a rank. One of my ranker friend who scored a rank got into a Big Four for statutory audit. One of my other friend got into Adani in FP&A domain with a normal score and is earning comfortably like 12 to 20 lakhs of package in the fresher. ठीक है. अब 4th friend who was a multiple attempt person, तो उसको multiple attempts लगे थे, 2 या 3 attempts लगे थे in CA final. उसके बाद भी the highest package among all of us was his because he got into FMCG company. Different things होती है, like I wanted to prioritize work-life balance because I want to build my student club. But again, that person got 25 lakhs of package, and so attempts doesn't matter. Simple answer. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable time.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for organizing this session. Muskan, you can go next. Finally, sorry.
Yeah, hi Padam. Thank you so much for amazing session. So
thank you.
My question would be like I'm already in the Big Four in Stat Audit domain. So the biggest question is whether I should go for the industrial or not, and which domain I.
If you all are, yeah, if you are from Big Four, जैसे आर्टिकलशिप में एक कॉमन होता है कि चल कुछ नहीं पता तो स्टैट ऑडिट कर लेते हैं, वैसे इंडस्ट्रियल में कॉमन होता है कि कुछ नहीं पता तो फाइनेंस डोमेन में चले जाओ, फाइनेंस, एफपीएनए, ऐसे डोमेन. इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग में जाओ तो इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग में, बिकॉज दैट्स आल्सो गुड ब्रांड टू हैव. बिग फोर से अगर तुम आर्टिकलशिप कर रहे हो एंड यू गेट इनटू सम कंपनी से एसआरएफ, ठीक है, अब वो दैट वुड बी अ डी ग्रेड टू योर सीवी, दैट वुड नॉट बी honestly an upgrade. If you're getting into a role like taxation, internal audit, that would be again a D grade. So if you're doing your articleship from a big four and getting offers like this, you should not be going for. You should be aiming for good companies like Flipkart, Amazon, वहाँ पे finance domain, FP&A domain, या फिर investment banking में Goldman Sachs, UBS, HSBC, you can say. उनमें कोई भी role अगर मिल रहा हो तो you can consider that.
Okay. But one question is that, like in start audit also, we are seeing the finance basically, like financial statement and all. In FP&A also, we'll be seeing the same thing. So it won't be like same दोनों चीज हो रहा है.
It will be very different actually. मतलब तुम financial statements देख रहे हो कि वो financial statements true and fair view present कर रहे हैं कि नहीं, मतलब correctly बनाए हैं कि नहीं. Right? और दूसरे side what you are doing is you are budgeting and analyzing. You are budgeting कि future में कितना expense होने वाला है और analyze कर रहे हो कि भाई इतना हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. तो Big Four, yeah, any traditional role which we are doing audit, taxation, and everything would be very vast, I will say. But when you will get onto industry, your work would be very much monotonous, very much repetitive, but it would pay you well. That is the only reason people get onto industry, not industrial training, industry. Pay अच्छा करती है because at start, when you start off with a Big Four की job, it would demand you very, very high hours. Basically, अगर तुम अपने manager उन सबको देखोगे तो you will be finding कि वो वीकली कभी ऑफ ही नहीं ले रहे हैं. वीकली कितने सुबह 9 बजे आ रहे हैं, रात के 2 बजे जा रहे हैं. काफी ऐसे भी केसेस होते हैं. और when you find an industry person, like if I talk about my PSU, morning 10 o'clock you come, evening 5 o'clock you leave, and Saturday Sundays are off. Yearly you get 180 days of leaves, and you're getting paid much better than them at the Big Four, at least in the start. Over the time horizon, Big Four will reward you well, but उधर टिकना बहुत मुश्किल है. इतना सब प्रेशर को हैंडल करना is not everyone's piece of cake, right? Yeah.
Right. So basically FP&A and IB को main consider करना चाहिए मुझे.
FP&A, finance, IB. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Yes. Akansha?
Sir, ये next session कब होगा?
Akansha?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Akansha.
Yes,
You're audible.
Actually, I have joined your first industrial training. The session was before in the month of May, I think so. At that time, you told that you are launching a program of industrial training program for September 25 batch, and I didn't register at that time. But now I want to register. Like, is it any way I can register?
September nahi yaar, because I have existing commitments of the students who have already registered, and it's not all about the money. Like you'll be paying the fees and everything, but I want to deliver the value. Ultimately, placement करना है उन लोगों का, right? तो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा to take any additional student. So I won't be able to add any more students of September batch. But next batch would be coming. Like हमारा कैसे of the batch system is कि every month की first को we launch a new batch. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट को इट विल बी लॉन्चिंग एंड फर्स्ट को ही वो क्लोज हो जाएगी. तो मे बी नेक्स्ट बैच विल बी कमिंग ऑन August 1st. यू कैन रजिस्टर ऑन दैट एंड उसमें अपने ट्राई करते हैं क्लोज करते.
एंड मेरा CFA L1 है अगस्त में, एंड आफ्टर दैट आई विल बी एलिजिबल फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग फ्रॉम सितंबर. सो इसलिए मैं सोच रही थी कि इट विल बी बेटर कि इस बैच में हो जाता.
अच्छा, अगस्त में CFA लेवल 1 है. डोंट वरी, मतलब आकांक्षा लास्ट 1 मंथ में भी रिस्पॉन्स आ सकते हैं, हो जाएगा. उसमें इंडस्ट्री का इतना इश्यू नहीं आएगा. और CFA लेवल 1 कर रहे हो तो एम फॉर टॉप IBs.
या मेरा बेसिकली एम है इक्विटी रिसर्च या IB इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग में घुसना.
गुड. ड्रॉप मी पर्सनल टेक्स्ट, मैं ट्राई करता हूँ कुछ और. नॉट फॉर द बैच बट पर्सनल लेवल पे कुछ भी अगर इफ आई गेट.
ओके. थैंक यू सो मच.
अंजनी.
Good evening, sir. Warm greetings from the Steel City of India, Bhilai branch. I'm Anjani Kumar Singh, Vice Chairperson, Bhilai branch.
Thank you.
Sir, we have one question and a doubt that what are the common myths and misconceptions about the industrial training, and what student must know realities about it before opting for industrial training?
Okay. Myths about industrial training. बहुत सारे मिस है, एवरीथिंग इज कंफ्यूजन, सभी कंफ्यूज है कि करनी चाहिए कि नहीं करनी चाहिए. माय आंसर इज सिंपल, करनी चाहिए. भले सीए फॉर्म में जाने वाले हो, कुछ भी करने वाले हो, एटलीस्ट 1 साल तुम्हें पता तो चलेगा कंपनी कैसे काम करती है. यू विल बी गेटिंग समथिंग न्यू टू नो देन योर रिपीटेटिव ऑडिट्स एंड एवरीथिंग, राइट. तो मिथ्स आर, वन वाज ऑन स्टडी, आई क्लियर इट कि बॉस स्टडीज इम्पैक्ट नहीं होने वाली. जितने मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे, द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल वुड बी, नॉट द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल, जितने मेरे फ्रेंड्स थे हम चारों ने, सबने इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग की, सबने फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर कर लिया. देन देयर वाज राजन काबरा, एवरीवन नोस हिम, राइट, ऑल इंडिया रैंक 111, एंड स्टिल बीसीजी से इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग की, हाई डिमांडिंग आवर्स. यू कैन सी ऑन यूट्यूब, हमारा उनके साथ एक सेशन है ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग. वहां पे यू फाइंड कि कितने ज्यादा घंटे भी वो काम करता था, बट स्टिल ही मैनेज, बिकॉज सैटरडे संडे ऑफ होते हैं. सो एक ये है. तीसरा मिथ ये है कि यू विल बी गेटिंग much wider exposure than compared to articleship. पर ये biggest myth है, because in industry you will not be having the greatest of exposures. You will be finding कि articleship में ज्यादा कुछ था सीखने को, because you were evaluating different companies के different financial statements. But why people go for industry? Again, brand. Any company, anything you are doing is aligned with your future interest. कि मुझे future में investment banking में जाना है, इसके लिए why not join now? मुझे अभी थोड़ा पे का इश्यू है, 50,000 स्टाइपेंड अगर मिल जाती है तो दैट वुड बी गुड. अगर मुझे फ्यूचर में जॉब ही करनी है तो व्हाई नॉट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम नाउ, राइट. तो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट टाइम टू जॉइन आईटी? तो 1 ईयर होता है, पर 1 साल जैसे ही हुआ अपना आईटी आर्टिकलशिप पूरा, यू कैन जॉइन फॉर इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग. सो मिथ्स आर मेनी. अभी जैसे जैसे स्टूडेंट्स पूछेंगे क्वेरी, आई विल आल्सो रियलाइज कि और कौन कौन से मिथ्स हैं इनके दिमाग में, मिसकंसेप्शंस क्या क्या है. बट प्राइमरीली इंडस्ट्रियल इज नॉट एंड ऑफ लाइफ. I'm selling courses for it, but it's not end of life. It's just that if you get it, it's better. But if you don't, nothing changes. Ultimately, longer run pe, you all are going to be, the major first goal, primary goal should be कि CA बनना है. ठीक है, ये सब तो ठीक है, CA बनना is more important.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, one more question. I'm doing CMA along with CA, and currently I am at an intermediate level. तो सर इससे कुछ हेल्प मिलेगा इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में? और लाइक यू वर एक्सप्लेनिंग, जो आपका जॉब का डिस्क्रिप्शन था जो इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में, वो भी सेम जॉब था जो एक सीएमए करता है, कॉस्ट को कंट्रोल करना. तो क्या वो उस चीज को प्रेफर करेंगे?
Yes. I was saying, yes, Anjani. Basically, any additional degree, any additional thing you're doing will help you add value only. तो CMA अगर कर रहे हो तो why won't a can interviewer prefer कि एक बंदे ने सिर्फ CA किया है और एक ने CA और CMA किया है? Why won't he be preferring, right? तो it would obviously add value.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. और आज का सेशन बहुत अच्छा था, बहुत हेल्पफुल था, बहुत नई चीजें जानने को मिली, और आप बिल्कुल थके हुए तो बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहे थे. थैंक यू सो मच.
अरे फिर तो ठीक है, थैंक यू. वो एक्चुअली नॉर्मली माई सेशंस गो मोनोटोनस. मैं बोलता रहता हूँ, रुकता नहीं उसमें. ज्यादा इंटरेक्टिव नहीं रखता हूँ, इसके लिए आई डिड नॉट नो कि व्हाट वाज फ्रॉम योर व्यू पॉइंट, व्हाट वाज कमिंग. सो थैंक यू अंजलि, नाउ आई गॉट इट. मुस्कान भाटिया.
Good evening, sir. First of all,
Good evening.
again, I'm repeating what everyone said, but I am very thankful because there have been a lot of queries. One of them was, as you said, if there's an issue regarding transfer, what we can do is opt for dummy and then get into industrial training. My concern with that was, I am eligible
Muskan, just
after.
talking to you, CASA people है यहाँ पे. I say people are here. So dummy
Yes.
वो
Yes, yes.
इश्यू ना कर ले. हाँ बोल. Just joking. You can continue. Yeah.
Sir, my concern was that I have 2 months left. I will be eligible after September 10th for industrial training. But my concern was also that my firm would not be giving transfer easily. If I opt for an alternate route, so there is a chance that I might get an industrial training, I might not. If I go for the alternate route, it could be a risky one, and I would have to take it at least a month prior to my eligibility. So that is my concern. That what if I don't get into industrial training and I'm already on that alternate route?
Then I lost like I'm currently at a mid-sized firm and the work is fine, the team is fine. So if I go for the alternate route, I would lose that opportunity as well. And then industrial training का भी risk कि वो मिले ना मिले. तो इस सिनेरियो में what can be done? वही 120 in the whole involving route. What would you suggest?
नहीं, मुश्किल मिल जाती है इंडस्ट्रियल. सिंपल आंसर तो ये है, स्टे कॉन्फिडेंट ऑन योरसेल्फ. मिल ही जाएगी, मतलब इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग में कभी इश्यू नहीं आएगा. अगर तुमने एकदम डिसाइड कर लिया है कि मैं डमी लूंगी उसके बाद इंडस्ट्रियल करूंगी, तो ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि तुम्हें इंडस्ट्रियल नहीं मिल रही, राइट? मतलब आई डोंट हैव अ स्टूडेंट हु इज नॉट प्लेस्ड. तो अभी जो करंट बैच है उनकी भी प्लेसमेंट चल रही है. डेली आई हियर फ्रॉम 5-6 पीपल दैट दे आर गेटिंग ऑफर लेटर. तो it's not at all that difficult. और तुम hearing you, I can understand कि तुम how confident you are, how your communication skills are. So honestly, I feel you deserve a good company. You can get a good company.
Thank you so much, sir. So I'm sorry I'm taking up some time of yours, but my other concern was since I have 2 months left, as you suggested that we should start applying 3 months prior to our eligibility. Right now I'm preparing my resumes. I read a lot of posts and connected with a lot of people, so they suggested that whatever you're writing in your resume, you should have a backup for that, because in industrial or whenever you go into company or industry, there are a lot of background checks. So a lot of time was taken by editing resumes, talking to people. So do you think 2 months is enough time to get a good industrial training opportunity if I start applying now?
1 month is more than enough, honestly. So 3 months is when you want to get into top IBs, but 1 महीने में भी मिल जाती है. तो 2 months is more than enough time. Don't worry.
Okay. And lastly, you mentioned you shared a sample email in which the subject read application for industrial training with rank and Big Four. Since I don't have either, can you suggest some attractive or something that would catch the hiring person's, the hiring manager's eye, that could be written in the subject line, besides just simply application for CA industrial, if anything that could help?
Application for CA industrial for a normal person, मतलब it depends for a lot many criteria कि तुमने क्या क्या किया है. Many people would be having city ranks, district ranks, state ranks, right? तो वो लिख सकते हो. If you are not that, immediate joining लिख सकते हो whenever you fall under that immediate joining criteria. Majorly अभी तो मुझे यही recall हो रहा है, but this is a good question. I would be answering this in the group, a general template, या फिर तुम मुझे personal message कर लेना और I will be answering this there.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. Falguni.
Hello, sir. This is Falguni from Bikaner branch, secretary.
Which branch?
Your session is really nice. What?
Thank you.
Your voice.
Which branch you are from?
Bikaner branch, Rajasthan.
Bikaner, wow, great city.
Yes, sir. Actually, there is a question from my friends and from me also. What are the red flags which we can look at the time of selecting industrial training, so we don't get into like poor learning exposure or monotonous work or clerical work?
Red flags. So red flags में ऐसा है कि when I was joining my industrial training, I was confused too. I was going to join Barclays. My voice is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So I was going to join Barclays. वहाँ पे role था SOX compliance, and then I was having Barclays join करने का final कर लिया था. फिर मैंने apply करना सब बंद कर दिया because 6 months of exam is there doing, and ठीक था सब कुछ, rest everything, brand and everything. Then I realized कि यार ये तो नहीं करना है, right? I talked to many people on LinkedIn, as everything comes down to LinkedIn. The reason why my student club was built also was LinkedIn. That we'll share some other day. But LinkedIn पे क्या कर सकते हो तुम? You can just reach out to the colleagues. Basically, अगर Flipkart में जा रहे हो, Flipkart से तुम्हें offer letter आ गया. अब offer letter आने के बाद you can reach out to persons, other persons at Flipkart, and ask them कि how is this team particularly, right? Then you can मतलब गॉसिप तो चलती रहती है, कलीग्स एवरीवन नो कि कैसी टीम है, कैसा वर्किंग कल्चर एंड एवरीथिंग. नॉर्मली इट वुड बी वेरी गुड. 50% ऑफ टाइम्स, मोर देन 50% ऑफ टाइम्स, एवरी अदर केस इट वुड बी कि अच्छा ही रहेगा एक्सपीरियंस, राइट? पर ज्यादा की डिटेल में जानना है तो दिस इज द बेस्ट वे वेर इन यू कैन जस्ट इवैल्यूएट, आस्क द कंपनीज. और अदर वे इज कि जब इंटरव्यू हो रहा है तो डू यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस वाला क्वेश्चन होता है, उसमें यू कैन आस्क कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ वर्क कैन आई एक्सपेक्ट.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Your session is really nice. Thank you for your time and value.
Priyal?
Hello, C. Padam, sir. First of all, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
conducting the much needed guiding session we all needed for the industrial training. If I describe my case, I'm pursuing my articleship from a top to mid-sized firm here from Ahmedabad. During my articleship, I have gained an experience in tax audit and stat audit and limited reviews of a listed client. So, what would be the preferable role should I go for that I should search for my industrial training?
टैक्स ऑडिट और क्या किया तूने? स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट ऑफ लिस्टेड क्लाइंट्स.
Statutory audit and limited review of listed client and tax audit of companies and LLPs.
Okay. Preferable domain. ठीक है.
Yes.
When you are applying ना, अभी के लिए apply करने के लिए you should be applying in all the domains, all the opportunities which are coming your way. पहले ऑफर लेटर लाओ, उसके बाद सोचो कि यार ये ऑफर लेटर है मेरे पास, फिर मैं डिसाइड करती हूँ कि कहाँ जाना है. If you have to prioritize some domains, so I would say investment banking is a good domain to get into, equity research as some people said, and also finance FP&A domain in large companies. So you can prioritize this.
If I further describe my case, as of now, I have a nice client during my articleship. So it would be worth giving industrial training a try, or should I just pursue my articleship? Because the client is nice and I had gained a lot of experience, and so should I try applying for the industrial? I'm a bit dicey about it because I would be losing opportunity here as well, just as Muskan previously mentioned. Because I had the similar problem of transferring from the current firm.
Acha, okay. It matches.
Okay. Yes.
So if I can ask, like, you cleared your CA intermediate in first attempt?
Like group one go and group two in another go.
Separately. Okay.
Yes.
Articleship firm is okay. Top 2 mid-size, okay. And you're willing to relocate anywhere?
Yes. It preferably Bangalore would be the first option for the relocation.
ठीक है यार, फिर तो यू विल बी गेटिंग इंडस्ट्रियल इजीली, कोई इश्यू नहीं आएगा तुझे. मतलब ट्राई फॉर फ्लिपकार्ट एंड अमेज़न, और वहां पे मिल जाता है तो दैट विल बी बेटर. मिल जाएगा वो. ओके. तू अगर केसी मेटा या कहीं से भी कर रही है एंड दे आर नॉट गोइंग ट्रांसफर.
Okay, I can mention the name, I guess. It's Talati and Talati LLP.
Okay. अरे बाप रे. अरे ठीक है. Wow, you survived. ठीक है.
I have survived
Talati.
around 11 months. Yes.
Big deal यार, ये भी resume में लिखने जैसा है.
Like
So,
RTC have been given the tax audit lines, then statutory audit, limited reviews, and again the tax audit season haven't started.
Got it. Your voice broke in between, but yeah, I understood the crux. ठीक है, मतलब मिल जाएगी यार तलाटी. Just imagine Priyal कि you are appearing for campus or you are appearing for interview. There is Priyal 1 who is coming with Talati and Talati का 2 साल का experience, and Priyal 2 coming with Talati and Talati Amazon एक साथ. I would say कि बस.
Yes, actually the thing is, though I have been given a nice client, but the fact that I will be continuing with the same client for another year would be a bit problem, because internal transfers from the partners is basically not a thing here. So
True.
that's the reason I was thinking for industrial.
डोंट वरी प्रियल, इंडस्ट्रियल तो मिल जाएगी, चिंता मत करो. जस्ट ले ले ट्रांसफर, अगर मिलता हो ले ले, या इंडस्ट्रियल के लिए इफ यू कैन गेट एन अप्रूवल तो वो ले ले. इट वोंट बी अ कंसर्न.
Okay. And one more thing, what all what all certifications I can pursue during my 2 months where I am thinking of applying for the industrial? What all things I can add to my CV, like to my own profile, that would make me more eligible for a particular role that I will be applying for?
2 months से अच्छा अभी नहीं लेके इफ यू कैन कंप्लीट द टैक्स ऑडिट सीजन फिर तुम ट्रांसफर ले लो तो दैट वुड बी बेटर. और इट्स योर कॉल प्राइमरी. और
like I'll
कब हो
be
eligible?
eligible for mid of September, 15 September.
Mid of September.
Yes.
मे बी अगस्त 15 को ले सकती हो तुम. 2 महीने इज क्वाइट हाई टाइम. अभी तो तलाटी के साथ भी मैनेज कर सकते हो. एज नियर टू 1 year यू टेक, इट्स ओके, इट्स फाइन. इवन बिफोर भी ले लो, कोई इश्यू नहीं है. पर अगर मिल रहा है काम करने को तो व्हाई नॉट वर्क.
हाँ, that is a thing. And one more thing, like what all things I can pursue in my 2 months before I'll be eligible, to add up something more to my CV, like something that would make me more eligible for the roles that I will be applying in my CVs, like what all
So
I
CVs
can
में if you want to
pursue.
add, yes, एकदम लॉन्ग टर्म का सोचे, CFA यू कैन परस्यू, बट इतना जल्दी अभी अटेम्प्ट आएगा नहीं तुम्हारा. तो उसके अलावा यू कैन ऐड ए सर्टिफिकेशन ऑन फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग, यू कैन ऐड ए सर्टिफिकेशन ऑन एक्सेल, यू कैन ऐड ए सर्टिफिकेशन ऑन पावर BI, यू कैन ऐड ए सर्टिफिकेशन ऑन SAP. These 4 certifications are more than enough. इसके अलावा if you want to do something, then equity research का cohort है, AVFM cohort है, पार्थ वर्मा का. So these kind of cohorts would also help. मतलब you're just gaining knowledge. You can mention all this.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Any further questions?
Thank you for all the.
नहीं?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I had a question
will-
actually. तलाटी में.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Continue.
No,
Phones allowed
actually,
है
I
क्या वहाँ
was.
पे?
Yeah, it is allowed.
अच्छा.
Like,
तो maybe
why
within my
wouldn't
mind ये phone लेके नहीं जा सकते.
why so?
There are intercoms and वैसा ऐसा कुछ है. I heard from people, so I thought कि अरे इतना ज़्यादा.
No, the day I joined, there was nothing as such regarding the interconnected calls and such. The whole entire Talati has been renowned since I have joined, so I haven't seen anything as such.
Okay.
One more thing, is it possible if I can connect to you personally, one-to-one, in case if I have any doubt further? Is it possible?
I'll try to respond. I'll try my best to respond, but वही जो existing batch चल रही है उनको I will have to prioritize, right? Because I have given the commitments. और आकाश बस क्या?
So in case if I get a chance for your the batch that you have already closed the registration for, I would be very obliged if you can give me a seat for that, the batch that you are continuing.
Next month, August, we'll be opening it. Sorry, Priya, I really love to have you all in that batch, पर अभी थोड़ा issue हो जाएगा.
Okay, no worries.
August
I'll
1st, the batch enrollments would open.
Okay. If anything, any doubt comes up, I'll reach out to you over the LinkedIn. Okay, thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Bus, Abhishek, bus, Akash. What are the charges for your batch? It is 14.99, 19.99. I don't think. मतलब 14 was the previous batch. This time we don't know how we are going to charge, but it would be less than 2,000 for sure. ऐसा नहीं कि 1 महीने की stipend ले ली and everything. Batch की duration ऐसे रहती है कि till your placement we are there. and even beyond placement, we as a mentor, so you have me only. Akash, unmute. Mute. Anjani, you're done, I guess. Sachin?
Can I answer?
Yes, Kushal. I missed it.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening.
Actually, sir, I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सॉरी सर, मैं थोड़ा ऑफ टॉपिक लेके जाऊंगा क्योंकि सर एक्चुअली मैंने मई 2025 में अभी इंटरमीडिएट पास किया बोथ ग्रुप फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में। सर एक्चुअली आई एम प्लानिंग फॉर आर्टिकलशिप इन बिग 4 और उसके बाद मैं 1 ईयर इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग का प्लान कर रहा हूँ। लेकिन सर एक्चुअली अभी मैं जब आर्टिकलशिप के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो मैंने लिंक्डइन में बहुत लोगों को कनेक्ट किया है और मैं बहुत लोगों को सीवी सेंड कर चुका हूँ। लोग सीवी मांगते भी है, मैं भेजता हूँ, लेकिन उसके बाद रिप्लाई नहीं आ रहा है। जो लास्ट 15 to 20 डेज से चल रहा है, मैंने बहुत लोगों को सीवी सेंड किया ईमेल्स में, लिंक्डइन पे। सो इसके लिए आप कुछ गाइड कर सकते हैं प्लीज, तो बहुत हेल्प होगी मेरे लिए।
हर चीज को, हर स्टेप को इवैल्यूएट करो। तुम या तो तुम्हारे सीवी में प्रॉब्लम होगी या तुम्हारे अप्लाई करने के तरीके में प्रॉब्लम होगी। मे बी योर सब्जेक्ट लाइन वुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम, मे बी योर एप्लीकेशन मेल का कंटेंट वुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम, मे बी जो लिंक्डइन पे तुम मैसेज भेज रहे हो वुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम, मे बी योर लिंक्डइन आईडी वुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम। लिंक्डइन आईडी के अंदर मे बी यू डोंट हैव अ प्रोफाइल पिक्चर, डोंट हैव अ हेडलाइन, मतलब देयर कैन बी हंड्रेड्स ऑफ रीजंस, राइट? हर चीज परफेक्ट होगी तो देयर वोंट बी एनी रीजन लेफ्ट। Or what you should be seeing is not the 99% negatives जो भी rejection आ रहा है, it should be only that 1% positive कि एक जना भी respond कर रहा है। You never know कौन सा वो जना तुम्हें offer letter देके जाएगा, right? तो just keep applying, simple.
So आप ऐसा कुछ प्रोग्राम जैसे इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग के लिए ऐसा कुछ आर्टिकलशिप के लिए अगर आप प्लान कर रहे हैं फिर आप कुछ बता सकते हैं?
Not as of now, Kushal, but for sure in future if anything comes up, देखते हैं। ओके
सर, एक बार आपको अपनी वो वेबसाइट पे नाम बता सकते हैं? एक्चुअली मैंने लेक ज्वाइन किया, मैं
माय स्टूडेंट क्लब, MSC माय स्टूडेंट क्लब।
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच,
ऑल द बेस्ट। सचिन?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Sachin.
Yes. Very
Yes,
good
you're
evening,
audible.
sir. So my name is Sachin Agarwal and I am the event head of EICASA Agra branch. As already people all say that, I also want to that I am very grateful that for the time you spared with us. Your guidance means a lot. So my question is that, sir,
Thank you.
I am currently doing the articleship in the mid-sized firm of Agra. As 3 months has completed since joining. So in this 3 months, I doing the task of audit, taxation and GST और all of that. मैं बस सर ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि मैं अब फाइनेंस डोमेन में कैसे जाऊँ? अगर मुझे इंडस्ट्री ट्रेनिंग करनी है फाइनेंस डोमेन में तो मैं कैसे जाऊँ? क्या स्टेप्स लूँ ऐसे? या फिर बीच में कोई इंटर्नशिप करूँ 1 मंथ की, या फिर ऐसा क्या करूँ?
हाँ देख, फिनेंस डोमेन में एवरीवन इज गोइंग, राइट? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि इंटर्नशिप करने से ही तुम्हें फिनेंस डोमेन मिलेगा। बेसिकली even without these internships, with the experience which you already have, you can easily land a finance internship, I would say. So just stay confident, apply harder, make a good CV, apply the correct way. कुछ additional करने की जरूरत नहीं है, stay yourself. जो additional करना है वो basically you can get some certifications. Maybe you can do financial modeling वाला certification. Maybe you can Excel वाला, Power BI वाला, SAP का certification. Maybe you can do. Longer term के लिए सोच रहे हो CFA का consider कर सकते हो. But rest there is honestly not much which you can do. करने के लिए पेपर प्रेजेंटेशन, वॉलंटियरिंग, कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज यू कैन गेन। कोई स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो wherein you are helping out students, mentorship दे सकते हो, you can join my student club. So lot many things which can be done, but ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो नहीं मिलेगी जॉब। अगर कर रहे हो तो it is better. If you are not doing, still you have the chance.
So means मतलब मेरे को ऐसा कोई एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट डालने की जरूरत नहीं है कि बीच में 1 मंथ की इंटर्नशिप ले लूं बीच में गैप करके। तो वो मैं सोच रहा था अगर हो सके तो ऐसा फाइनेंस डोमेन में
इंटर्नशिप 1 महीने की करोगे तो अच्छा है, पर जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, किसी ने नहीं की है ऐसी।
अच्छा ठीक
ऐसा है बेसिकली। हाँ, मतलब उसके बिना हो जाएगा, चिंता मत करो।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
वेलकम। Shresh, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. So basically, like as I was asking regarding, articleship transfer from my firm, like Big Four. So I had this one concern, which like even my parents had actually. So if I like take transfer from my firm, so and if they're not allowing, so I will give some financial issues or some health issues or something like that, and then I go to industrial training. But after that, post that, like suppose if I want job in that Big Four after that, if I come to that, so will they blocklist me or will they reject me that earlier you had taken transfer and I mean then you went to Big Four if you had financial issues or you went to industrial training if you had financial issues or health issues, then you lied. So something like that, that is there any consequence for that, that they'll blacklist me? Or if any other Big Four, that brand, suppose if I'm in KPMG, so KPMG, my particular city's KPMG also I'll not be able to join, and any other city also I'll not be able to join, like all the, because they have that सिस्टम ना इन द एचआर और या फिर मेरा मतलब ईमेल आईडी या नंबर लेके क्रेडेंशियल्स पर ब्लैकलिस्ट कर दिया कि कभी ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है ना कॉन्सिक्वेंस, मतलब या हो सकता है गिवन कि कैसा क्या, मतलब व्हाट विल यू सजेस्ट?
कुछ नहीं होता है श्रेष्ठ यार, देख केपीएमजी में 10,000 लाख एम्प्लॉय होंगे, नो वन नो श्रेष्ठ ने छोड़ा था वापस आया था, उनका सिस्टम है, पर वो किस बेसिस पे ट्रैक कर सकते हैं? दे कैन ट्रैक ओनली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ईमेल आईडी, मोबाइल नंबर, चेंज कर लेना, कहीं पे तुम ब्लैक लिस्ट नहीं होने वाले, चिंता मत करो, ओवर थिंकिंग है और कुछ नहीं है।
बट अगर सेम टीम में गया सपोज, सेम अगर वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में है, उन्होंने बोला कि पहले मतलब यू सेड कि फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज था ये या हेल्थ इश्यूज था, फिर हाउ डिड यू गेट टू इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग? एंड मतलब कि
सेम मैनेजर के अंदर जाओगे तो पॉसिबल नहीं है अगर उनको याद रहा तो, पर तुम्हारी टीम में कितने चेंजेस होते हैं यू नो दैट, यू नो कि कौन सा मैनेजर कब छोड़ के चला जाए, यू नेवर नो,
मतलब
कौन सी एचआर कब छोड़ के,
बात एक्चुअली दिक्कत ही एक साल का
कितना चेक करेंगे?
they would know ना कि अगर ये इस मतलब केपीएमजी के इस ब्रांच में इस मैनेजर के अंडर ही वाज वर्किंग, सो वहां पे उसको कॉल करके एनीवे कि हाउ वाज हिज, मतलब कैसा काम किया था इसने एक साल एंड क्यों ट्रांसफर लिया, तो उसमें ही सेट कि अगर इसने तो मतलब ये बहाना करके ट्रांसफर लिया था, नाउ इन सीवी इज
कुछ नहीं करते, कुछ नहीं करते, कुछ बैकग्राउंड वेरिफिकेशन एज सच नहीं होता है, वो सिंपली तुमसे 109 मांगते हैं, 109 में वो देख लेंगे केपीएमजी है, बीएसआर एसोसिएट्स है, तो दे विल बी हैप्पी टू गेट यू ऑन बोर्ड कि हाँ इस बंदे ने केपीएमजी से काम किया है, दे वोंट बी कॉलिंग द मैनेजर प्रिंसिपल एंड आस्किंग कि यार किया कि नहीं किया।
नहीं ट्रांसफर को लेके कि व्हाई डिड ही टेक ट्रांसफर, या मतलब उस चीज को लेके
नहीं पूछेंगे पूछेंगे ही नहीं, वो कॉल ही नहीं करना है, तो उनके पास नंबर कहाँ से आएगा तुझे? डू यू थिंक कि अमेज़न की एचआर को पता होगा केपीएमजी में श्रेयस का मैनेजर ये है और इसको मैं पूछ सकता हूँ कि इसने ट्रांसफर क्यों लिया, झूठ बोल के क्यों लिया? नो वन वुड बी
नहीं सर, अमेज़न में नहीं, अगर वापस केपीएमजी ज्वाइन करूं आफ्टर सीए क्वालिफिकेशन, तब तो उनको पता होगा कि पहले डेटा में
इतना दूर का मत सोचना, इतना दूर का सोचेगा और उस समय तेरा मैनेजर सेम रहेगा कि नहीं, ये मतलब एकदम कुछ नहीं होने वाला ये चिंता मत कर श्रेष्ठ, वो ऐसा इश्यू ही नहीं आएगा, चिंता मत कर, वो इतना बैकग्राउंड वेरिफिकेशन कुछ नहीं देखेंगे कि यार इसने केपीएमजी से ट्रांसफर क्यों लिया, कौन सा रीजन देके लिया, दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू डॉक्यूमेंट एवरीथिंग कि बॉस श्रेष्ठ ने पहले ये बोल के ट्रांसफर लिया था पर एक्चुअल में तो ये नहीं था, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है, चिंता मत करो। हाँ कहाँ है निखिल?
Good evening, sir. I am from Raipur and currently doing my articleship from a mid-sized firm. And I got multiple attempts at C enter level. So is it possible to get an industrial training?
Easily, अभी तो बताया 14 अटेम्प्ट्स वाले सीवी को भी मिल सकती है, तो मल्टीपल अटेम्प्ट्स और कितने ही होंगे तुम्हारे?
हाँ सर, इससे रिलेटेड एक और क्वेश्चन था सर, कि मैंने कंकरेंट ऑडिट किया हुआ है, मतलब लास्ट 8 मंथ किया हुआ है, और उसके बाद स्टेट ऑडिट भी किया हुआ है बैंक का, तो मैं थोड़ा कीन हूँ कि मैं बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री में जाऊँ, तो इट गुड टू गो देयर?
जा सकते हो, गुड मतलब पैसे इतने ज्यादा नहीं है बैंकिंग में, और बैंकिंग से अगर कोई जॉब करता है तो वो बैंकिंग में कंसाइज रह जाता है लाइफ टाइम, पर नॉट ए बैड फील्ड टू एंटर इनटू। बैंकिंग में तुम लोग लोन सैंक्शन करोगे, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स रिव्यू करोगे, वही काम रहेगा मेजरली।
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Nikhil. Yes, Abhishek.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, my question will be a little bit different. Like, I am very much, like, you can say, I'm pretty much sure that I want to make my future in auditing. So, shall I consider industrial training? Like, I'm pretty sure that what I have to do in future.
No. Then you should not consider industrial training. Audit में ही जाना है, Big Four में ही काम करना है, तो अभी से ही audit का ही experience लो. मतलब ऐसे industrial करने से restrict नहीं हो जाओगे, तो articleship का experience will add more value.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time.
Yes. Rishi.
Good evening, sir. This side it is Rishi
Yeah,
Barwa,
Rishi.
the Vice Chairman of EICASA Ranchi branch.
कितने सारे vice chairmen आए यार.
Sir,
Great यार, you all joined on time. Well done. Thank you.
Sir, actually my question was that what should a student ideally do in the first week of industrial training to quickly adapt to the team and also to the company culture and make a good impression over there?
First week में क्या करना चाहिए? अच्छा, तो and the best thing to do would be ask questions. जो भी टीम है उनके साथ जितना टाइम स्पेंड कर सकते हो, लेट तक बैठो, जल्दी आ जाओ, क्रिएट अ गुड इम्प्रेशन और मतलब लर्न फ्रॉम देम बेसिकली, राइट? और आस्क क्वेश्चंस, डोंट हेजिटेट इन आस्किंग. दे आर ओके कि तुम्हें, उनको भी पता है पहली बार वो कॉर्पोरेट एक्सपीरियंस ले रहा है, तो अभी से क्वेश्चन पूछोगे, आगे गलतियां नहीं करोगे तो इट विल बी गुड. बाकी यू कैन जस्ट ट्राई टू टेक अप मोर एंड मोर वर्क ताकि तुम्हें भी ज्यादा कुछ सीखने को मिले. और जस्ट डोंट ओवरवर्क आल्सो बिकॉज तुम्हें पढ़ाई भी मैनेज करनी है, तो मेंटेन अ बैलेंस बिटवीन बोथ. ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि हाँ इसको काम ही करना है तो वो पढ़ाई का भी टाइम ना दे, ओवर टाइम कराए एंड एवरीथिंग. मेंटेन अ बैलेंस पिक्चर और कीप अ लर्निंग एटीट्यूड.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Also, I was having one question. Earlier, you conducted a free session on industrial training. I joined over in that session, and in that you said that we should apply 3 months before our first articleship completion date, first year of articleship completion. So I had started applying, and I am in a similar situation. What Kushal is in, he is applying for articleship, and I'm applying for industrial training. And it is, I guess, over 1 month. I am not able to get any response. So
लास्ट मंथ में ही रेस्पॉन्स आएंगे ऋषि. मेजर रेस्पॉन्सेज जो होते हैं ना वो लास्ट मंथ में आते हैं. नाउ व्हाट यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर इज द टॉप कंपनीज, बेसिकली डी शॉ हो गया, गोल्डमैन सैक्स हो गया, यूबीएस हो गया. ओनली दीस काइंड ऑफ कंपनीज वुड बी हायरिंग यू राइट नाउ. मेजॉरिटी जो कॉर्पोरेट्स है, फ्लिपकार्ट है, एवरी डेनिसन है, ऑल द बैंगलोर स्टार्टअप्स, ऑल द मुंबई कंपनीज, they would be hiring when you will be having less than 30 days of eligibility. अभी जो तुम connections बना रहे हो, अभी जो तुम messages कर रहे हो, that would help you in future also, because future में भी तुम उनको message कर सकते हो कि hey, I'm looking for industrial training and I'm available for immediate joining. A referral from your end would truly shape up my future. Attached with my CV for your reference. ऐसा करके तुम message कर सकते हो. So that way हो जाएगा. चिंता करो, it would be a demotivating journey, it would be an exhausting journey, I would say, but at the end everything will fall in place.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your guidance.
My name is Gabriel. Palak.
Good evening, sir. So
Good
nice of
evening.
you that you are like in the best topic you are sharing your insights with us. I am
Thank
Palak
you.
Bajaj, EICASA Secretary of Bilaspur branch.
Okay.
Sir, my question is like how much it is important to understand the work culture of industrial, like work culture of that company before joining it.
वर्क कल्चर कभी भी कंपनी का होता ही नहीं है. मे बी इन योर आर्टिकलशिप, मे बी इन योर कंपनी या फर्म, वेयर एवर यू आर वर्किंग एट, यू वुड हैव रियलाइज कि इट्स ऑल अबाउट द टीम. किस टीम के साथ तू एसोसिएटेड हो, तुम्हारी टीम कैसी है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा तुम्हारा वर्क कल्चर कैसा है, तुम्हारा वर्क एनवायरनमेंट कैसा है, वेदर दे आर टॉक्सिक, वेदर, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली तुम्हें उनके साथ डील करना है. कंपनी कैन नेवर क्रिएट ए गुड वर्क कल्चर. वो ट्राई पूरी करती है कि गुड वर्क कल्चर है, बट अगर तुम्हारा मैनेजर ही टॉक्सिक है तो यू वोंट बी हैविंग दैट, राइट? And so it's very important knowing how your work culture is. 70-80% of times, 90% of times तो अच्छा ही होगा, but in rarest of situation कभी अच्छा नहीं होता है. Because I know people who are working in industry also for late hours, but यही है, एक ही वे है, जैसे पहले भी किसी ने पूछा कि आस्किंग योर अदर पीपल हु इज वर्किंग इन द सेम कंपनी कि ये मैनेजर कैसा है. If you get a negative review, then probably skipping is a better option.
Sir, but what is the like how we can assess this, like analyze this during the selection process?
Selection process वही हुआ ना, मैं मतलब till the time you receive an offer letter, तुम्हें कुछ एनालाइज नहीं करना है, तुम्हें ऑफर लेटर लेना है सबसे पहले. ऑफर लेटर आ गया, फिर ये सब ओवर थिंकिंग करनी है कि टीम कैसी है एंड एवरीथिंग, राइट. तो ऑफर लेटर आने के बाद सपोज आई गॉट टू नो कि आई विल बी वर्किंग इन IOCL, Indian Oil, in Padam's team. Now what you'll be doing, you'll be searching IOCL, you'll be searching Ahmedabad location, and you'll be messaging all the people who are in IOCL Ahmedabad, जो पदम को जानते हो. Maybe पदम की प्रोफाइल खोल के you can search out. तो IOCL Ahmedabad के CA या ट्रेनीज को तुम मैसेज कर सकती हो, उनको पूछ सकती हो कि how is Padam Bhansali या how is this particular team, not how is Padam Bhansali, how is this particular team. तो if someone asks you about your manager, या if someone asks you about someone else manager, you are the best person to know कि वो कैसा काम करता है, वो कैसी टीम है उनकी, right? I, as an external person, I may not be having the best of idea, but my colleagues, my other people may be having an idea who knows them, where you are going to join, right? That's the only way.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome. Yeah, Siddhi.
Hi sir, I'm Siddhi Rane, Managing Committee Member of Thane EICASA. So my question is, what questions should a student ask themselves before finalizing a domain like FP&A, M&A, internal audit or treasury to ensure it aligns with their long-term goals?
Long-term में क्या होता है ना सिद्धि कि even after qualification you don't have an idea कि यार करना क्या है. So when you are figuring out, you cannot decide upon a role to do until you have experienced the same. शायद अभी मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है ऑडिट पढ़ना, टैक्सेशन पढ़ना, पर when you will be practically experiencing audit या taxation, you may not be liking it, right? And
Yes.
there's a good example, there is a good story where people tell कि suppose मेरी शादी हो रही है and you all are invited to come. So at the gate, there would be my father who would be giving you all these mithais. Like one mithai would be common, that would be kaju katli, and then on the counters there would be different mithais. There would be rasgulla, there would be rasmalai, there would be all the gaver and everything. It's not necessary what one likes, the other would be liking. In one particular line, in rasgulla's line, there would be lot many people, but you should not be focusing on कि यार उसको तो जल्दी रसगुल्ला मिल गया, मुझे अभी तक मिला नहीं. So ये सब देख के you should be finalizing. ऐसे नहीं करना है कि सब लोग उस डोमेन में जा रहे हैं इसके लिए करना है. इट शुड बी मोर ऑन कि यार ये रोल सुन के मुझे थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है, मे बी 1 year में एक्सपीरियंस कर लेती हूँ, अच्छा लगा तो देन मैं कंटिन्यू करूंगी, राइट. इट्स बेटर इफ यू एक्सप्लोर नाउ देन फाइनलाइज नाउ इटसेल्फ. ऑडिट तुमने कर लिया है, टैक्सेशन तुमने कर लिया है, तो तुम्हें इतना पता है कि तुम्हें क्या नहीं करना. आर्टिकलशिप में इतना पता चल जाता है कि ये चीज नहीं करनी हमें. अब इंडस्ट्रियल में जब जाओगे तो फिनेंस डोमेन लोगे तो पता चल जाएगा फिनेंस का काम ये होता है. अगर पसंद नहीं आ रहा तो मे बी बचा गया इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग, कंसल्टिंग, स्ट्रैटेजिक रोल्स. कंसल्टिंग स्ट्रैटेजिक ऑल इंडिया रैंकर्स के लिए रिजर्व है, बिग 4 वालों के लिए रिजर्व है मोर ऑफन देन नॉट. इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग में यू कैन एंटर, यू कैन ट्राई कि यार मुझे स्टॉक मार्केट्स पसंद है कि नहीं. अब सारे डोमेन्स तुमने देख लिए, 4 मेजर डोमेन्स देख लिए, उसके बाद तुम्हें एक बेसिक आइडिया तो आ ही जाएगा कि यार इस चीज में मैं काम कर सकता हूँ. बट ओवर द टाइम honestly all these domains will feel repetitive. कोई भी काम करो तो until and unless it's a work like जैसे मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ, तुम्हें I love guiding students. तो अगर तुम एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में जा रहे हो, that is whole different thing. That is something you are passionate about. फिर वो तुम्हें घंटों घंटों तक करना हो तो इश्यू नहीं आएगा. पर when you join a corporate, when you do any kind of work, इश्यू तो आएगा ही, मोनोटोनस तो रहेगा वो वर्क. हाँ, yes, Siddhi.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Hiral?
Hello, sir. First of all, I'd like to thank you for this session. I didn't really have that much knowledge about the industrial training, so I got to know a lot about this, so it was very informative. One thing I would like to ask, first of all, was when you join for the articleship, and if you already know that you're going to join for IT, then do you inform your managers or your principal at the start itself, or do you inform them when you are towards the last 3 months or something as that?
it's a good practice to inform at start कि I would be going for industrial. But if you haven't, nothing to worry. But उसमें भी फिर तुम्हें क्या करना पड़ेगा कि तुम्हारे your co-articles whichever you are having, you should be कि your seniors have gone for industrial or not. Then you can ask them कि आपने कब inform किया था. If they have given 1 month of notice, then you can also give 1 month of notice. If they have given 3 months of notice, then you can give 3 months of notice. Best practice, 3 months of notice.
Noted of mentioning it during the interview process, right? Because like I feel like they wouldn't hire you then if you said in advance that you're only going to be there for 1 year.
Not necessary to mention in interview process, but at least have a word with the articles there कि ये देते ही नहीं है. There are many firms like which straight away don't allow you industry.
All right. Okay. Another question I have is, I've done a 4-month internship in a CA firm. It's a small size CA firm, and it was like in a very recent period. I did it like from Jan to May, Jan to April. So in my resume, do I mention the actual period I did it? Because like it's quite recent, or should I just mention 4 months? Because there'll be a gap after this internship, right? So will they question me on that? But like I was just preparing for CA, so how exactly should I put it in my resume?
It's good यार, मतलब you should be putting this thing. There is no doubt कि लिखना चाहिए कि नहीं लिखना चाहिए. 100% you should be putting it. How you should be putting it is as a work experience itself. Any work experience will only add value to you. No need of thinking कि ये gap क्यों आया and everything. It would only help you get better offers.
All right. Also, I'm currently pursuing my ACCA, and I've got 4 out of 13 papers left. So, but the 9 papers I've done, it's kind of a permanent exemption I have through my degree. So the university I pursued my BCom at provides a 9-paper exemption. So like, would that be helpful when I join for industrial training, or will there be a sort of thing wherein like it's an exemption given, not that I've cleared the paper? So is there going to be something like that?
Sorry, I missed your question.
So I'm currently pursuing my ACCA as well. And out of the 13 papers, I've got an exemption for 9 papers, but it is like a college provided exemption. So will there be a hindrance as such, like wherein they would question that I've not cleared the papers on my own merit, but then I've received an exemption, so, and I've not written any of the other papers yet. So is there going to be something like that, or would it be beneficial to me?
You can just mention in the achievement section that I have achieved 9 exemptions in ACC. That would be better way to put it, I guess.
All right. And finally, I just want to know about LinkedIn. I've seen like a lot of people put headers on LinkedIn. So usually on these headers, they put their posts. So like if they're a manager at some company or something as such. So how exactly can we as students put up a header on LinkedIn? What should we include in those?
If you're a CA finalist, if you're not doing yet your articleship, so probably CA finalist should be your header. And other than CA finalist, any extracurricular activity if you're doing, you can mention it there. If you are enthusiast of a particular domain, then probably you can write statutory audit and everything. CA finalist, first attempt also can be written. And if you're doing articleship from a company, then it's more easier for you. CA finalist, the dash and CA firm ka name, and then you have this audit, whichever domain you're working in.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Sure. Lakshita?
Good evening, sir. I have a doubt. What is that? Like, if you join industrial training, will it affect our studies? Like, will we be able to have a pace over a CA final studies?
बहुत late join किया लगता है तुम्हें. Yes, it won't affect anyways, because at least Saturday, Sundays you will be having off. In audit and in deadlines you work late hours, but in industry you won't be working late hours. So you'll be having a lot of time, and if you are going to relocate, so probably you'll be ending up in much of time saved. You'll be enjoying, and you'll also be managing your studies well, because you don't have family at that moment with you, so you don't have much time to spend with people than just friends. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Another question. So I have multiple attempts in CA Inter. Will I be able to secure a placement through industrial trade? I mean, will I be able to get a company in the top companies like Goldman Sachs?
Not in the top companies, but in a good company you can get in.
Or like
Not
Flipkart?
guaranteedly Flipkart में हो सकता है, but you should be just trying. Just keep your expectations low, and once you get an offer letter, then let's celebrate that.
Okay, sir. Another question. Okay, sir, that's it.
Another question?
I forgot.
Okay, Rishabh.
Which all industrial training companies take trainees from tax domain also? Please name 4 or 5 companies.
अच्छा, ऐसा नहीं होता ना ऋषभ, मतलब all the companies take tax domain people also. Flipkart लेता है, Amazon लेता है, all the companies, 4-5 companies क्या जितनी companies है वहाँ पे tax के people you will be finding. Just go on to LinkedIn of many industrial trainees, वहाँ पे तुम देख सकते हो कि किसने tax में articleship की है, उसके बाद industrial training कर ली, वो भी एक way है. Lakshita?
So my question was like, when should we apply to your course that you mentioned to secure?
3 months before your eligibility is better, but if you have missed it, 2 months also work, 1 month also work, last 15 days also work, nothing as such. मिल जाती है तो let's try for the best, else we would refer.
So 3 months before my eligibility is better to enroll, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir, thank
you. Vijay?
I am getting 2 domains, corporate international tax and transfer price.
Okay. Vijay, I'm not able to hear you.
Which one is better for industrial training?
CIT and international tax.
CIT and TP.
Yes, CIT and TP, but both of them are same for me. Like you're getting into taxation domain, so it's on you कि तुम्हें किस domain पे जाना है. Transfer pricing may be a better one for in my angle, but it honestly depends on your area of interest. दोनों are on the same page mostly.
But which has more scope?
Scope wise यार, I feel अगर ज़्यादा कमाने हैं तो international taxation would be better because at least you're getting an exposure into that. Transfer pricing is good, but वो large scale पे बहुत हो जाता है. International भी होगा, पर it's very debatable. There's no single answer for this. Vijay, you have a question? No. मनीषा आ गई लगता है, conclude करना है.
हाँ, सबका हो गया शायद. So खुशबू maybe उसको
विजय आ गया.
पूछना है.
Sir, I am getting IDT also.
Yes.
विजय, आवाज नहीं आ रही विजय यार. Connect with me over group itself.
That would be nice.
Hi Khushbu.
Hi sir, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am fine sir.
हाँ मतलब मेरी you are a student of mine और अब तुम host बन गई. Wow. Did not imagine this.
It was a really wonderful opportunity to have you. मेरे को सबसे अच्छा लगा कि आप आया.
Thank you.
Okay. Manisha, should I conclude?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Guwahati branch of EICASA and all collaborating branches, I extend our sincere thanks to each one of you for joining today's session. A special note of gratitude to CA Padam Bhansali sir for his insightful talk and for helping students better understand the choice between industrial and articleship. Your clarity and experience truly added value. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to all the supporting CASA branches for making this collaboration a success, and to ICI for constantly encouraging initiatives like E-Gurukul. To all the students and participants, thank you for your active engagement. And finally, to the organizing team, your efforts behind the scenes are deeply appreciated. We look forward to your presence in the upcoming episodes of E-Gurukul. Thank you, and signing off, Khushbu Tiwari, Cultural Coordinator, EICASA Guwahati.
Thank you, Khushbu.
Great, Kushbu. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Manisha. Thanks, everyone, for staying up till the end of the session.
You're most welcome.
थैंक यू एवरीवन. प्लीज सब अपना एक बार कैमरा ऑन कर लीजिए. विल हैव some screenshots of the session. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. आपने इतना
Thank you,
अच्छे से
Vina.
समझाया.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Sure. All the best, everyone. Keep
Thank
going.
you.
Keep making the efforts. All these efforts will pay you off. Don't worry much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
So, thank you so much.